FM.
And K240 Newfoundland Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's a 2 p.m. edition of the Daily Blender. Yes, we've been forced by Radio Ron to come in an hour early to give you some Daily Blender nougaty goodness because the Hall of Fame game is at 4:30 p.m. And right here, this is for our friends who might be watching on video. Right there, you'll see there's the information on the Hall of Fame game. It's basically Dallas versus Pittsburgh, all the fourth stringers. Yeah. And here's my professional analysis right there.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's all I can type on this sheet.
I'm sorry. I have to disagree with you. I think there's a lot of people, even though this is the preseason, even though but the long, off season is grinding to a close.
Whatever.
And the Gridiron Giants are heading back out to the field, and they're going to get strapped on their pads.
No. This doesn't deserve the music.
Well, they're going to put their helmets on and get back to some football, baby.
No, they're not. It's not football. It's a glorified practice. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Hall of Fame game. Now, if you were to say, hey, we're going to step aside for the Hall of Fame ceremony, where Peyton Manning is going to go ahead and get his gold jacket. Now I'd be like a little more interested. That some fourth string players going out there at preseason play, you're not going to see. And besides, two horrible teams to begin with. Seriously, horrible teams.
Listen, the Steelers fell apart towards the end, but they had 11 wins last year. Did they not?
Whatever. And the Cowboys, they'll win some games, but they're horrible too. They're going to fall apart. All of them are going to fall apart.
But
garbage.
All I have to say is it's back to football for 2022. Time to tighten up and lace
Nobody's
up
excited.
Your cleats and get your pads on.
You're not even really selling that, man.
Yes, I bet Dell Illustrate has an erection right now because it's football season.
If it's over 4 hours, I better call someone.
What? Sorry.
If this lasts for 4 hours, I better call someone.
Yeah, no, listen, nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody's going to watch this. Nobody cares.
I'm going to watch.
We're just contractually obligated to air this thing because we're your home for the NFL. And all the good, sometimes comes the Hall of Fame game.
Well,
and
listen,
maybe a Pro Bowl.
You're not, Jeffrey, you got to play the game, man.
I ain't playing no damn game. I've been nothing but completely straight and honest with everybody who listens to this show for the most part, except for when I'm making jokes.
We got Monday Night Football just around the corner. We've got Thursday.
I'm excited about real football.
You stop saying jokes.
But you've got to get it's football season 20. See, this is how you play the game. And we're excited.
There's no we in that, pal. Sorry. I don't even believe you're being legit on this because it's another month before the real stuff happens. And even then, if you're somebody who's like, ooh, I can't wait to see how my favorite new player is going to do in preseason. Well, it ain't going to be this game. It ain't going to be the next game. It's the very last game of preseason where you actually get to see a little glimmer of something going on. And even then, if they're worth a damn, they're out there for 3 plays, if you're lucky. So, no, this is a time to really pay attention to what happens in training camp. This is a time to pay attention to what happens in the practices.
What the hell do I care about training?
Because that is where you start to be able to identify, okay, well, this player is looking strong. This player is having some issues. And you're looking at those sorts of things for the fantasy football. Or you're like, okay, how is my team shaping up this year? I can tell you exactly how my team is shaping up this year. Everybody's breaking their damn foot. So my season is over.
It's not a broken foot. It's an extra bone in the foot.
Listen, whatever you want to call it, it's an end of my season. When the quarterback and then when your star linemen go down like that, it's over. Hey, I mean, poor Phil. Poor Phil's a Broncos fan. He doesn't even want this. He doesn't want this, Randy. This is not the day that football starts. The day that football starts is on our very first Thursday night football, which I believe is September 9th. I think something like that. Anyways, the first Thursday night football game, that's the start of the season. There you're going to see me walking around with a half a Woody, and I'll be excited. We'll all be excited. This?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just
You're
like
not-
I said
Not excited
earlier.
about two storied football franchises gathering together in the home of the NFL Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio, and they're
Yeah,
going to
garbage
take
field.
the grid line tonight on a brand new damn field. The lights will be on, the pads will be on, the smack of the helmet against the pad, the tackling.
No, they're going to be like,
the guys chasing
no,
each other,
Randy.
and a spit will be flying. What?
they'll be going at
What?
30% if you're lucky. Okay, 30%. There's no
Mm.
smack of anything. Nothing interesting will happen tonight.
Well, the intensity will ramp up as the game
No,
goes
it
on.
won't. 0%
Yes, it
chance.
will.
There he
You know what
goes,
it is?
Phil. There the
Oh,
intensity.
geez. That-
The
what-
ramp up.
Why are
And
you
the guys will
encouraging
get a
him?
good lather on. Oh my God, football is back.
Oh, dear God, no. This isn't not even Canadian football. It's preseason football. And nobody's ramping any. A lot of guys, here's the thing. Well, I will say this about any kind of preseason football. You got guys out there who are hustling, doing what they
Yeah.
can, trying to
Yeah.
get their job. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's good. Don't mean the football's going to be good. Doesn't mean it's going to be worth watching. But if you're a Cowboy fan or you're a Steeler fan, you might be watching this for a moment going, oh, okay, so that guy we drafted, what were we thinking? And that's about it. That is about it. And besides, it's the Steelers. It's the Cowboys. Nobody cares. Steelers
Nobody
are
cares about
done.
but didn't,
Ben Rapesberger is done.
didn't-
Jerry Jones and
Wasn't
the
it
Cowboys
Steelers?
will find a way to just suck. Or
but
just
it-
not suck so much they don't make their money, but they'll suck enough to not do anything in the playoffs.
I think this is a replay, isn't it? A throwback to Steelers Cowboys Super Bowl when football was football and men were men and the cheerleaders were not in high definition.
Yeah,
that's
that was
what
way better back
football-
then,
Man, it's back tonight.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's just really not. I don't know. This is one of the few times I'd ever look at you through the camera with my steely blue eyes and say,
Yeah.
maybe try the Olympics tonight. 888-368-1580. That is
Wow.
the text line. This is the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal. Did I do all that already? I don't think I did.
so. I think
you
so.
did. Yeah.
Did I say that was Randy White?
Yeah.
Did I say that was Phil?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
And
And
you said I was your holographic life partner.
no, I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
Huh.
Well, whatever the case, you know who we are. So what the hell? Anyway, usually you've got some swearing barstool guys in this segment right here in this hour.
Oh yeah.
And but we decided, we'll sit here and swear for a while. So a little bit later, for those of you who do listen for the gambling information, we are going to take a look at some great NFL prop bets later on in this hour. And
Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yeah.
What?
I just got the memo from legal.
Okay.
We cannot swear during this hour.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Blissful Hayes texts in, says, speaking of the NFL, is it true the Cardinals have installed a rotating periscope on the top of Kyler Murray's helmet so he can see his receivers over the offensive line?
Oh, that was such a good one.
I don't know, Randy. That actually,
No.
that could work.
No.
If you had a special attachment and a
No.
thing like a snorkel
No.
on his helmet,
Jeffrey, no.
like a
like
virtual
like
reality thing
submarines
almost.
do.
Phil?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Phil,
where do you think a
shut your mic
periscope
off and
comes
stay in
from,
your
Phil?
lane. No, Jeffrey. No.
Yeah.
No.
I would try anything.
That's one for you.
Well, you blowing the whistle on me just
'Cause
because I
you're
think it's a good
grouchy.
idea.
About your quarterback taking off several weeks here does not mean that you should dish out all sort of vitriol and angst about your team on my
What
quarterback.
vitriol? I just
That's right, vitriol and
felt like
angst.
Blissful
That's
Hayes had a
exactly what I
nice
said.
idea
Blissful
for an
Hayes
invention.
It's clear Blissful Hayes is stoned, and again,
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, if we're gonna just sit around stating the obvious, yeah.
yeah. Well,
But in this, I literally, honestly think not a bad idea. Just saying.
No.
That's all
no,
I'm
you
saying.
both get a whistle.
Listen, there's something going on in the world of sports. It's a big deal. And as much a big deal, for some people, but it's another thing I just don't give a damn about.
All right.
Lionel Messi is no longer going to be on Barcelona. And I learned something when I saw this. Did you know he was from Argentina? I didn't know he was from Argentina.
No, I didn't know. Didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so he's like the Michael Jordan of all soccer, and he's won a balloon or six, whatever that the balloon made of ore, and he's won that 6 times.
No. It's not the balloon made of ore.
What is it? What is it?
Balloon
believe-
d'or.
Yeah, I believe
balloon
it
made
is
of
the-
ore.
I believe is the golden shoe.
Balloon d'or or what?
La Furia Rosa.
Roja.
Roja. Yeah, La Furia Roja. Will
Yeah.
correct you. It's not a balloon made of ore. It is the boot of gold.
Seems like that a boot of gold wouldn't really be conducive to
No,
playing well.
no.
You gotta
If
run
you look
around
it
a
up,
lot.
if you look up what's on the paper there, Jeffco, you will see it is the boot of gold, which is the
It's just balloon
player
d'or.
of the year, I believe.
Well, whatever. Lionel Messi is. He's like, you know what? I want you to pay me this much, and they're like, well, we can't pay you this much. And well, then I guess I'm leaving now.
Wow.
I have no idea where he's going. I don't know anything about soccer to know where he can go. Is there, Phil? Do you know anything about this thing? All I know is Lionel Messi. He is leaving Barcelona, and he's going to concentrate on his model train company.
No, I don't think he's
I-
going to be
I-
focusing on his model train company.
No,
He does have a huge
Lionel
dog.
Trains?
He has a huge dog, but no,
That's your focus. I mean, that is more interesting than soccer.
That
I'll
is
give
more
you
interesting,
Yeah,
yes.
I'll give you that.
yes. From what I understand, though, it is an interesting story where the two have actually come to an agreement on a contract earlier back in July, but due to the league's rules, they weren't able to go through with the deal. So
Wait,
because,
what do you mean? Is it because of salary cap?
there's a salary cap implications that they
All right,
can't
get rid
pay.
of a couple of extra players and pay the man. What do you know?
I-
If you've
I-
made the deal, keep your word.
I guess so, but it's an intriguing story that I guess now there was a lot of drama concerning Lionel Messi. They thought that they squashed it, that they were able to bring him back, and now I guess all in all, he's gone.
So
I-
where is he going that I don't care about next?
Well, according to Jason Mazza, and I don't know who this person is, but he's got a blue check mark next to his name on the
Well,
Twitter.
he must know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
So
Jason
he
Mazza.
says everyone's assuming Messi goes to either Manchester clubs or PSG. Imagine if he ends up at Juventus, teaming up with
Juventus?
Ronaldo. I'm here for it. There you
Sounds
go.
like something you got with your teeth when you're
Yeah.
a kid. You got
Yeah,
a little juvenitis
juvenitis.
right over
Yeah,
here.
got a little juvenitis in the corner of my mouth here.
Well, in case you care, and even if you don't, Lionel Messi now is homeless and he's
Well,
destitute, and he has
Without a
money.
team. Yeah, no, Jeffrey. He has all the money.
He'll
in
be
the world.
outside of Circle K near you very
No.
soon.
he has the
asking if you can.
GDP of some very small nations in Thailand.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Mm.
he's got the GDP of most nations around the world.
You
Yeah.
know, I don't know your stupid text acronyms.
Yeah.
King of Kittens says Messi signed with Phoenix Rising and he scored the winning goal for them last night.
And we may have lost me or Jeffrey.
In your dreams. No, I'm still here.
No, you're
Oh.
both here. You're both still here.
Can you-
just
can you-
everything
can you
froze
hear
for
me?
a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Yes.
sound like Max Headroom.
Beep, boop, boop.
Yeah.
So should I just be quiet for a while? I don't
No.
Well,
mind.
I don't know what's going on here. Let
No,
me,
you're good,
close-
Jeffrey. You're
It
both
might be
good.
you, Ty. It might be you, Randy. Screaming Eagle says,
be,
Jeffrey, is it true that Carson Wentz might return in 5 to 6 weeks? Why do you people keep bothering me with this? You know I don't want to talk about it. And yes, I know that Philip Rivers has been jibber jabbering in the media. Yeah, you got to take him out of mixed minus.
Yep.
I'm echoing in my head. It's driving me crazy. Oh, geez, it's still there.
Okay,
And
we're
then
good.
Philip Rivers, yeah, he's not coming back. Everybody's giving me a hard time about that. He's old and he's fat. And he even said so. I'm old and I'm fat. He says, I could probably get into shape, but it ain't going to be right away. So I'm not too concerned about that. Nick Foles, if I had to choose between Nick Foles and Philip Rivers, and I can't believe I have to say those words out loud.
If
it
I told you
pains my
before
soul.
this offseason, eventually
Ugh.
you're gonna have to make that decision. Oh,
Ugh. Can I tell you what happened to me this morning? I got a wake up text message from my wife. And
Okay.
she says to me, she's like, is it true? Breaking news. Is it true? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she says, she sent me a link that tagged Adam Schefter that said, breaking. Andrew Luck has informed the Indianapolis Colts that he's coming out of retirement for the 2021 season.
hey, that's pretty impressive.
Well, no, but then you see the link. It really wasn't Adam Schefter. It was Ultra Weed Hater. So I'm like, honey, that's a fake account. That's not real. But I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked it up just in case.
It was a happy 5 minutes.
There was a moment where I'm like, yeah, like there's no way this is real. But part of me, my heart fluttered. I was like, but what if it is? What if it is? And there's no way. It's not. It's not.
No, that man
sad.
is on a dairy farm somewhere with a rotary phone and putting up a barn somewhere.
Making me sad. He does look Amish. You're right. He does look Amish, but he's not. He's actually a very educated man. He used to do a book club with the Colts, and I picture him sitting there with kids jumping up and down on his head while he sits on the couch and reads to them. Moist One says, who has the bigger dog, Phil, Messi or Greg Norman?
I believe it's Messi.
I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. 888-368-1580. So we'll figure out what the situation is on Randy here pretty soon. I think he lost his feed. He'll come back. Well, I want to wait till Randy comes back. He doesn't care about Olympics. Let's talk about that for a minute. Okay. So we picked up a bunch more medals last night, whatever. Whenever they do it, because it's never really when
right at like 3:30 in the morning.
We got some gold from Ryan Krauser, a silver from Joe Kovacs in the shot put there, and Nevin Harrison picked up a gold in the women's 200-meter canoe sprint.
Now, there's something you never thought you'd say.
Well, when you tell me about a girl in a canoe sprint, I think it's something completely different. Our female athletes, though, have been crushing it this year. Last we checked, they'd won twice as many medals as the boys. More gold, too. And at least last time I checked, women had 52 medals and 15 gold. The men had 26 medals and 12 gold. We also have 5 medals in mixed team events that include men and women. So now let me take a look at the latest count. We've really made up some ground against the Chinese. And I thought there was a chance the Chinese might kind of pull away from us in the medal count period, but not even close. We got 91 medals right now. China, 74. You suck. And then we've got 29 gold. That's 5 less than China. And as far as silver and bronze, we got 35 silver and 27 bronze. So really, we're killing it being in second and third place. Just got a little ground to catch up when it comes to being in first.
Yeah,
so that's
we
the
are
current situation.
Yeah, we are well represented. It's just a matter of winning the dang thing.
I just noticed something.
What?
I was just checking the medal count and I glanced over and hey, Arizona Diamondbacks are up 4-0 over the Giants right now.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They've won 1 game against the Giants and then they've lost 2 games. So I guess this last one of a 4-game series, right?
I think.
Is it
I know that because weren't they just playing against the Dodgers?
But no, I shut that out of my mind. Yeah, they lost versus the Giants. They won versus the Giants. They lost versus the Giants, and right now in Game 4, they are in the lead. But man, when the Diamondbacks get their asses kicked, Yeah. First game it was 11, but then the Diamondbacks put up some offense. So it was 11-8. Then they beat the Giants 3-1. Then the Giants came back and beat the Diamondbacks 7-1. So, and then of course the Dodgers took them down 13-0, 8-3. It just, I don't know what that's going to tell you, but I'm feeling like it's a pitching issue. Whatever. So we'll wait till Randy comes back to talk about that. So yes, United States still winning, I guess, the Olympics, but still got to catch up ground on that gold. So, all right, kids, when we come back, we'll get Randy back. We'll talk a little more about the Olympics, but then we're going to talk about our favorite NFL prop bets, something to look forward to for the entire season. And I know all the gambling fans that listen during this hour, you're going to want to pay attention to this. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100-plus degrees. 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Are you seeing what is going on in the home buying market right now? Unbelievable. Not enough inventory, and there is a ton of demand. Some of these homes are getting 30, 40, 50 offers on them. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other buyers who are in line? I have a way. Use the Lund Mortgage Team. Lund Mortgage Team is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience right here in the Valley. They have a great reputation, and it is a trustworthy pre-approval. And on top of that, they are quick. That's one of the things. You got to come equipped and be ready to buy. So what you need to do is make that first phone call to 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Get that pre-approval going, and then get yourself ready to go buy that home of your dreams. Go online, lundmortgageteam.com, or call 623-875-9940.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Views Alto is the vape as unique as the back roads you ride. With Views by You, you can choose from 4 colors, 3 flavors, 3 nicotine levels, and infinite wrap designs. Make Views Alto a vape that is yours. In store now. Discover more at Views.com. Views, charge beyond. Vapor products, underage sale prohibited. Website and offers restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Hey, we get it. You don't want to be hearing a Progressive commercial right now, so let us tell you something you do want to hear. No one is funnier than you. People laugh just thinking about the things you've said. I'm laughing at one of them right now. Coworkers repeat your jokes at the office, but they're never as good as when you tell them, and shame on them for trying. There, don't you feel better? You'll also feel better knowing you could save when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Although I'm sure you'd have a funnier way to say that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
This coming fall,
The bone-crushing hits.
the heart-shattering last-second losses,
QT dropped the ball, then picked up. There it goes. Galloping free for 6. Long bombs.
quick hits,
Bubble screens.
draw plays,
Slam patterns.
the cover twos,
Nickel defenses.
zone blitzes,
Spies.
edge rush.
And Mike linebackers.
It's NFL football.
And it's coming back exclusively to the Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports, on early because the NFL Hall of Fame game is taking us out early. We'll be on with you till 4:30. Want to remind everybody, especially if you're a listener to the Barstool Show here, be sure to sign up for the Harmon Solar NFL Fan Pick'em contest. You could win $1,580 if you are in first place. $500 for second place. Then, of course, we're going to have all sorts of fun prizes for third place, as we do, you know, the big swag pack that Radio Ron likes to put together. All you got to do is go over to 1580thefanatic.com. You click on that link, and then it takes you to a little Fanatic page, and he's like, oh, look here. This is what you do to get in there. Get your ass in there, and boom, there you go. Just do your picks every week, and you got yourself a chance to win big money. And now, listen, if you did it last year, you're already in there. Just go to the page and use your password you used last time, and get in there. Or if you forgot it, you don't have to re-register. Just go find yourself in there. Anyway, we still have a chunk of people ready to go. So get yourself ready to go, because even though it's a month away, that will sneak up on you fast. So be ready for that. Try to win some prizes. Randy is a victim of Cox Communications right now, by the way.
He's a victim of Cox?
Yes. Phil, why's it got to go? Why? Yeah. Because then that makes me think, well, you know, the big company, Big Cox, and nobody needs that right now. It's only 226.
Yeah, nobody needs Big Cox at 220.
No, nobody. Not at least anybody around here. So anyway, we were talking about the Olympics and stuff. And here's another reason I wish Randy was here, because I was going to talk about the Olympic baseball, how the United States has beaten South Korea to go to the gold medal game, which, you know, that ain't going to be easy against Japan. Japan is good at the baseball. Very good at the baseball. Have you ever seen, no, you're too young. Remember, what was that movie with Tom Selleck when he was a baseball player and he goes to Japan to play on a team there because he's kind of has been out, and then he meets the coach's daughter, and then, oh, Mr. Baseball? No, I don't know what it is. Tom Selleck.
Yeah, the 1992 movie
Baseball?
Mr. Baseball.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a good movie, but it wasn't a bad movie. But it was fun. It was no major league, but it was fun. Well, anyway, so Japan, they are ready to go. And in fact, as you know, they beat the United States already in the double elimination second round. So, this ought to be interesting. So go USA. And they beat them 7-6. So at least it was a close game in 10 innings. It wasn't like they just stomped past them or anything. Another thing, Jesus Christ, more soccer. Megan
Rapinoe. So you think rap and then no, like a canoe.
I don't know. I'm still stuck on that redneck vapist in our commercial break.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we'll get you somebody at vape right there, and I'll vape you in the mouth. That's what we're going to do. I'm sorry. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, soccer.
Rapinoe.
Megan Rapinoe and the Carly Lloyd there. I learned a term. in the Olympics here because they both scored 2 goals, and they call that a brace. Because it said, they scored braces as they won bronze versus Australia. So if you get 2 goals, it's a brace. 3 is a hat trick. I don't know if there's any more terms, and I don't know if we should care because it's soccer.
Maybe 4 is a turkey or something.
I think that's bowling. I don't know.
That is bowling.
I could be wrong. So congratulations on not getting 4th place. Way to go. Also, there's this mayor, the mayor of Tokyo, maybe, no, I'm sorry, Nagoya. What did I say it wrong?
No, that's good.
Oh, you made a look in your face. I said it wrong.
No. There's a local place I love who has great sushi and shrimp fried rice called Nagoya Sushi. But that's all.
Well, that's the name of the town, and Takashi Kawamura is the mayor, and he's he's hanging out doing the mayor thing, right?
Is he like Rob Ford?
Yeah, well, he's not that bad. So he's standing around there. He's like with Miyagoto, the softball pitcher for Japan, the gal, and they're having a little photo op, and she's like, "Here, you want to play with my gold medal?" He's like, "Oh yeah." So he does what anybody does. You put it on. You're like, "Ha! Look at me, I got a gold medal, right?" And you're like, "Okay, take the picture, give her damn medal back, and let's go." But instead, he goes, "Ha ha!" And he does. If you win the medal and you bite the medal, that's your medal. You do what you want with your medal. But you could hear his teeth clinking all over that medal. And she's just sort of like, you can see her face. She's like, no, please don't. But what? And then now everybody's lost their mind. They're like, we're trying to not spread COVID. Tokyo, the cases are through the roof. You're standing there for a photo op with an athlete, and now you're slobbering all over her medal. And they go, here,
medal.
Yeah, it's not your medal, it's her medal. And so, of course, now he apologized. Everybody's lost their mind, but I can't blame him. If you give me a medal,
no,
I might forget myself too and go, because that's what everybody does. That's what everybody does. Somebody have to say, don't bite her medal.
Jeffrey, if you were to be around in Indianapolis and you were to see the same Super Bowl trophy that the Colts won against the Bears, would you kiss that Super Bowl trophy?
No, I don't want to get herpes because there's too many people have kissed that thing.
It's the same concept.
I go to Ireland. I'm not kissing the Blarney Stone either. I don't need Irish herpes. You know what I mean?
Oh, those ones fight back.
They're drunken herpes. I don't need that. But no, I mean, but I understand the compulsion, and people say, why do people bite the medals? And well, the reason is back in the day, like way back in the day, people used to, if you gave them a silver piece coins used to be made out of stuff that was actually valuable. But then of course, there's always somebody who's going to try to give you a counterfeit version. So to check that, when somebody gave you like a gold $5 whatever, and you bite it, okay, it's real. All right, we have a deal. You bite it just to make sure
to validate that it's real. It's not a it'd be like a modern day looking up into the light to see the watermark.
Right. And well, those gold medals that they hand out about how she goes about it. I just don't care for her. That's all right, Fish Tank. You're allowed to just not like somebody for no apparent reason. I appreciate the disclaimer that it's not because, she's a pink-haired lesbian or you got any sort of bigotry towards her because she is a woman or a lesbian or whatever. The fact that you just don't like her, it's still okay. That's the thing. We get very, very uptight about certain things, and you can just not like somebody because you don't like them. You don't need a reason to not like somebody. You are allowed to not like her, but after that, well, just don't be like a racist dick about it or a bigot or something like that.
It's kind of like that guy or a person that you see just walking around and you're like, you have a punchable face.
Hey, Phil.
No, stop it.
Do you look in the camera? King of Kitten says, no, Jeffrey, it was called Bad News Bears Go to Japan. I never saw that movie. I don't think Tom Selleck was in it. I think Phil was right. Josh says, interestingly enough, the actual medals for the Olympics this year are made of recycled glass and aluminum cans from Tokyo. No, Josh, you're wrong. Phil said they're made purely out of cell phones.
Active cell phones. They might start ringing.
That's what I'm saying. Messi won multiple balloon knots. Yeah, but I thought it was just I thought it was balloons made of ore. I don't know. I don't speak Argentinian, so don't ask me anymore.
I believe that's still just Spanish or Portuguese.
Whatever. Anyway, so just remember if you meet an Olympic athlete and they're like, "You want to hold my medal?" Yeah. I remember when I was hanging out with Dale Hellestrey, he came in. He's got one of his Super Bowl rings. He's like, "You want to hold it?" And I'm like, "I hope you're talking about the ring." He's like, and he hands me his ring, which, by the way, I could put on as a bracelet. The damn thing is so big. Did I bite it to make sure it was real? Hell no.
No, but there's no tradition with Super Bowl rings. There's just a tradition like with the Super Bowl trophy. Everybody kisses it. Kind of like the Kings or Lord Stanley's Cup. Everybody does things to it.
No, I ain't doing it. If I were on the team, I wouldn't kiss it. I wouldn't do things to if it was my turn to take the Stanley Cup home, I'd bring it home. And you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably give it a good Purell. I'd probably give it a really good Purell dip. And then I like, okay, still, just in case, kids, don't touch this thing. Don't touch it. We get to have it on the shelf for a week. We're not eating cereal out of it. We're not drinking beer out of it. We're just going to sit there. We're going to try not to break it. And then it's going on to the next guy.
Would you feel at all interested in taking a photo shoot, biting, all that stuff with a silver medal? If somebody was like, "Hey, I was in the Olympics once for one event."
No. You're like, well, that's nice. It's like the Southerners when they say, "Well, bless his heart." It's like, oh, you're second place. I mean, sure, they trained all that time and then they got second place. And that's a huge accomplishment, better than anything you or I have ever done. But it's not the same. Don't even come near me with the bronze medal. Just keep that at the house. You don't need to bring that with you wherever you go. So if you're listening and you're an Olympic athlete, nobody cares about your bronze medal. 2 things nobody cares about today. 3 things. Okay, 3. 1, soccer. 2, your bronze medal. And 3, the Hall of Fame game. Nobody cares. 888-368-1580. By the way, Bryson DeChambeau, he got... he had to get out of the Olympics golf thing because he got the vid. And so people are giving a hard time saying, dude, why didn't you get vaccinated? Why are you doing? And he says the following. He says, vaccine doesn't necessarily prevent it from happening. Well, that's not wrong. That's not wrong because this Delta variant is able to, at least at this moment, I know that they're working on booster shots and a new version of the vaccine that will help combat the Delta variant. Can't get that quick enough if you ask me. But in his opinion, he's like, listen, it doesn't stop it from happening. Well, the rest of what he didn't say there was, if you've had the vaccine and you do get the Delta variant, you're just not going to probably get hospitalized. And if you're probably not going to die. And that's all. Remember, you weren't with us, Phil, so far back where I said, I just don't want to die. If I can avoid, I don't mind the sick part. I just don't feel, much like the dying part. And so I'm okay.
Sound like fun.
Yeah, I'm okay if I get a little sick. I mean, I'm not okay. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to get other people around me sick, that sort of thing. But, at least vaccinated. Yeah, okay, it's going to suck, but at least I won't die. So are all those people who are out there pushing the narrative, your vaccine doesn't even work because look, you caught it. Well, yeah, but guess what? I will not die. Also, The stats in the hospitals, like 97 to 99% of everybody in the hospital with COVID was unvaccinated. The small percentage of people who did end up in the hospital, probably not going to die. So, I mean, it's no perfect. I'm sure there's going to be some story. That dude was fully vaccinated and he died. See, your vaccine don't work. Yeah, okay. You're not going to convince everybody. But here's DeChambeau, and at least he's being honest about it. He says, listen, the vaccine doesn't stop it from happening. I'm young enough. I'd rather give the vaccine to people who need it. I don't need it. I'm healthy, which is, by the way, a misconception. There have been some very healthy young people die from COVID. Arizona, by the way, number 2 in child deaths due to COVID. Now the number is 35 kids. If 35 kids died in a school bus accident, there would be laws already written. But when it comes to COVID, yeah, way to go, Ducey. Anyway, so back to DeChambeau. The thing is, we have so much vaccine lying around now, it's getting sent to other countries. So now he doesn't have to worry about taking somebody else's vaccine. He can get his own. But you know what? Whatever he wants to do, except for the part where when he doesn't do something, it might affect me and my family and my kids. Then I get grumpy about it. So whatever. But yeah, DeChambeau, he's doubled down, not getting the vaccine. So he's also not getting a golden golf. So that's the way that goes. 888-368-1580. All right, let's take that break. We'll be back. See if we get Randy back too. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Football is starting soon, and your exclusive home for the NFL and Super Bowl 56. The Fanatic wants to make your business a part of the action. Advertise your business on all the primetime NFL games, Monday, Thursday, and Sunday during the regular season.
Here's the game plan.
Your custom-produced radio commercial will air 2, even 3 times in every game. Plus, your business is branded during dozens of weekly NFL promos on the station, stream, app, and website. And you'll get commercial reads live during our morning and afternoon drive shows each week promoting your business.
Don't forget about special teams.
Your business gets 5 extra daily spots throughout the week and matching spots on our live stream website and on the 1580 The Fanatic Sports app. Plus, you can play defense against your competition and lock them out with our category exclusive option play. All this for the best deal ever. Now, even your small business can play with the pros. Go to 1580thefanatic.com for all the info and details. Is your business ready for football season? Go to 1580thefanatic.com and get in the game today.
Chances are the technology you work with every day is an afterthought.
Until it isn't working.
Technical problems can throw a wrench in your day, but computer security issues can expose you and your customers to serious risk. Affinity Technology builds custom IT solutions that help small businesses thrive. No system is too complicated.
If it plugs in, we work with it.
Affinity Technology runs Arizona businesses. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
Among successful enterprises, there's one key factor that drives profitability.
We'll have it for you in the next 3 days.
Reputation. What do you do if just hours before delivery, the electrical grid that powers your office is taken out? If you already have generator backup, you make that deadline.
Emergency power you can control. Gentech is a nationwide leader in power generation sales, rentals, and services. Headquartered right here in Arizona with 24/7 emergency response. Gentech is a full-service power generation company specializing in gaseous and diesel generators. Gentech also provides solutions for the rental industry and power distribution. We've all experienced it. The grid will go down. Be prepared. Call Gentech at 800-625-8324. That's 800-625-8324. Or go to gentechusa.com. That's Gentech, Gentech, 800-625-8324.
Mortgage rates keep dropping. Whether you're looking to reduce your payments, pull cash out, or shorten your term, take advantage of District Lending's new lower rates. 15-year fixed rates as low as 1.99% APR and 30-year fixed rates as low as 2.49% APR. Call or text 480-694-7890 or check out districtlending.com/rates. That's districtlending.com/rates. NMLS 183-5285, Equal Housing Lender. Mortgage rate subject to change. This is not a commitment to lend.
With Cricket Wireless, you get everything you want in a great wireless plan.
Everything?
Yeah, like nationwide 5G speeds for nonstop downloading, everything.
Are you saying super fast 5G downloading right before you get on the plane? Everything?
Yep, your favorite shows and movies just in time for the flight. Everything.
Passengers, get ready for takeoff. And we're off with everything we need.
It's everything you want, including the price. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Speed restrictions apply. Video and standard definition. Compatible plan and device required for 5G access, which may not be available in your area. For 5G coverage, see cricketwireless.com/map.
The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And now speaking of the COVID, we were talking a minute ago. Chicago Bears tight end Jimmy Graham, he's upset with the NFLPA, saying, I feel like we were forced into getting this vaccine. I'm confused, NFLPA. Thought you were supposed to be looking out for us. I've done everything I've been asked, and now I feel like I'm being punished. Whoa, if I miss a test that you're proposing every day, I'll be fined a max $150,000. How does that make sense? But here's the thing. Rather than complaining about that, try to keep in mind that everybody's looking out for your best interests as a human being and also for the best interests of people around you. It is a condition of your workplace. Those things have been tried in the courts of law, and a company can say you must be vaccinated or you just don't work here. And the government has done the same thing with their employees. So, if the NFL decides that that's what they want to do, well, that's what you got to do. I mean, the NFLPA can't really win that thing, against the NFL. So, just do your thing, man. If you have an objection and you're like, I don't want to do that, well, there you have options. So, there's going to be a lot more people than you expect probably being against this. A lot of it is misinformation, ignorance, and some of it. People are just the unknown. And I understand that there is a lot of unknown. Who knows what's going to go down a couple of years from now. So, but for me, just kind of don't want to die. So I'm going to go ahead and just do what I got to do to not die. Last Optimist texts in 888-368-1580, says, I'm with you, except many more children than that have died in school bus accidents, and they still don't mandate seatbelts in school buses. You're right. You're absolutely right, and I don't get that. Why wouldn't they have the seatbelts in the school buses? I just have never understood that.
How did that even come about in the first place?
What, not having seatbelts?
Not having seatbelts. Did they just never upgrade when every other car was like, hey, let's put this in here?
I have no idea why. In fact, a little girl here, she got on a bus, and she's kind of looking around. She's like, the hell, the seatbelts? She had like a moment right there. The Lock says ignorance is an interesting word choice. Well, ignorance to the facts of the situation. If somebody has really educated themselves on the facts of a situation and they still decide that they don't want to do that, then I can at least respect that. But I don't respect is the ignorance that is based on all the stupid internet rumors and conspiracy theories that are online. As long as you are basing your decision on clear fact, then okay, then I'm not going to call you ignorant. Thunder Snow says, what the hell, is my clock an hour off? I think Randy's internet clock is an hour off because
you don't think Randy did this, huh? Oh no, guys.
You think he's faking having internet issues so he doesn't have to do this part of the show? I wouldn't put it past him.
I wouldn't put it past him either. God bless him. He outsmarted us both.
Is he, do you check? Is he on the line there? You're supposed to be checking, making sure he's not on there.
Well, I'm checking. I don't think so.
Well, hopefully we'll get him back in time for, the real start of the show.
There, Phil.
368-1580.
Hey, Phil. Jeffrey,
I think I found Randy.
Jeffrey, Jeffrey, can you hear me?
Hello,
Jeffrey,
Randy.
Can you? Yes.
I don't hear you.
I've had to go to the
push that little button over there if I'm going to hear.
I've had to go.
Yeah.
I've had to go to the emergency backup plan here at the radio compound.
What's the emergency backup plan?
Well, we had to feed the hamster and get him going again, and we've had to fire up the generators. I don't know what happened. I do apologize. I feel like I've let everyone down. Phil, not you, but you, Jeffrey, and the fourth dimension. And but I'm back now and better than ever. Yeah.
Listen, I also have been a victim of Cox Communications shoddy internet. In fact, I might be a victim of that here in a few minutes. I mean, you never know when it might happen. So I forgive you. And don't let that hamster run off the rails again, says Thunder Snow.
No,
Yes.
we won't. We're back. We're back in business here. So everything is going copacetic and nominal, as the guys at NASA like to say.
I don't think they say that, but all right.
Oh, yeah. Copacetic and nominal. Yeah.
I never heard that on Apollo 13.
Oh, yeah. Copacetic and nominal. Yeah.
Okay. Glenn Fry never said that to the astronauts when he was running Master Control. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Copacetic and nominal. Yeah.
I'm glad you're back because it was about to become an ugly thing here. I'm about ready to talk about something that's going to get Phil going. Well, as you know, the LA Lakers, they have just gotten substantially older, and they brought in a flurry of older players, as you know, Russell Westbrook, who's 32, Trevor Ariza, who's 36, Wayne Ellington, who's 33, Kent Bazemore, who's 32, Dwight Howard, who's 35, Carmelo Anthony, who's 37 years old in basketball. These guys should be putting in for their retirement. So anyway, of course, there's the core, LeBron James, who's 36, Mark Gasol, who's 36, Anthony Davis, he's only 28, so he's just a pup compared to those guys. So the average age this year for them is 31.4. Last year was 29.4. People have been really joking about this for the last few days, going crazy about these geezers online. And I guess LeBron heard about it. He got upset about it. And he's just like, oh, yeah? We'll keep talking about my squad, our personal ages, the way we play. He stays injured. We're past our prime in the league. Do me a favor, please. And I mean, please keep that same narrative energy when it begins. That's all I ask. Thank you.
Okay.
And then he couldn't keep it up, so he deleted it.
I was going to say, I thought I saw this the other day, and then
you didn't.
I couldn't. I went to go look for it, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, maybe it was a fake. So I never told you guys about it.
Yeah, he, I guess, decided he didn't want to have that up there. Forgot that everything you ever post online is forever. But listen, I'd have more respect if you just left that tweet up and said, all right, call us this now. But then when we're winning, basically is what he was saying. When we're winning it, keep saying that because we're going to show you. Boy, are we ever going to show you, he says.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, listen, the bottom line is, okay, the Russell Westbrook addition, I think, is very helpful for them. I'm not sure that the Carmelo Anthony thing, I think that was sort of a solid that LeBron did for Melo, knowing that he's on the backside of his career, probably doesn't have a whole lot of places to go. They're going to use him as a part guy, coming in off the bench. But you actually think
they're going to use him for parts, like if somebody needs a transplant or something, like the island.
It could be, but do you? I mean, Phil, do you actually think this team is a world championship contender? As old as they are, with their injury history and the way they've gone about it the last couple of years,
I think that they will look the part. I think that they will end the season with a number 1, number 2, number 3 seed. I don't know how because it's very competitive in the West. I think that they're a very good regular season team, and we'll have to see by like February. I could give you an honest answer of how Russell Westbrook is ingratiating himself into this team. That's the biggest.
Every answer
biggest
between now and February is going to be a complete lie.
Yes.
Wow. Makes sense. All right. So Thunder Snow says, for old time's sake, can we get a burn in hell Lakers?
No, absolutely not. We already just got back from internet issues.
Lakers, burn in hell, Lakers. Shut the hell up, Bill.
There you go.
Yep.
Your wish is our command, Thunder Snow. Ukla the Mock says, hey, Randy. Radio
Howdy.
Loser pal. And Phil, shut up because I don't think you do anything anyway. Okay, so Ukla just sent me a request to be in our fantasy football league, and now he calls me a loser. Guess who's not getting into a fantasy football league? Oh, see how it works. Yeah, and by the way, there's money on it this year. That's right. We just found out that there is money prizes, $250 first place prize for the Premier League, $100 first place prize for every one of the other leagues. So yeah, Ukla, sorry, we just ran out of room. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah,
I'm crying over here about it.
Yeah,
you're praying about it.
I'm losing sleep over here.
You keep praying, Phil. See how far that gets you.
888-368-1580. And all right, so I want to talk some prop bet stuff real fast because the people who usually listen at 2 p.m. there's 2 things they listen for.
Okay,
all the bleeps and for betting stuff.
I can add some bleeps.
Okay.
So how about we talk about some of the best NFL player prop bets for this upcoming season? All right. So let's go over some quarterback props.
right.
Jalen Hurts. What do you say? The over-under on his passing yards, 3,600. What do you say? Is
Under.
it over or under?
I'll take under.
You got the under? Okay.
Yeah.
But he was really good in college. So
No, that's
Yeah,
an
but
that's
that-
an
that was
easy under.
college. Yeah.
That's an easy under. Apparently, trade talks have ramped up between the Eagles and the Houston Texans.
Well,
Take
and
that
not-
right now.
And not only that, Jalen Hurts is not a pocket passer. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket quite a bit there in Philadelphia. He'll be on the run if he stays in Philadelphia. So, yeah, under.
The over-under on Carson Wentz is 3,675. Under. I don't know why that's even a bet that's out there right now.
I don't know, Jeffrey. Depending on when he comes back, I might be persuaded to take the over on that.
What is the number? What's the number?
3,675.
Oh God.
That was an average of 262 passing yards a game. The question is, how many games will he need to actually play to get that? Because he's going to be out a bunch because of injury.
Right.
Well, I mean, the injury that he has right now, we don't know if he's going to be injured the rest of the
Yes.
season.
Yeah, there'll be another one. There'll be another one. That's Carson Wentz, Randy. I'm right.
Buddy. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
I know you're sorry. Nobody's sorry.
I am very sorry that this is happening to you.
Mr. Pink Eye says, "Hi guys, why the early start? Was there a time change?" No,
Yes, there was.
Radio
And
Run.
and a football game is happening tonight. In case you didn't know
well,
it,
there's
the,
no-
the
no, it's
first football's game. Oh my God, the pads are going on.
I wish you'd stop that.
Slobbering all over the Gatorade will flow. Hey, football is back
It's
tonight.
not. No, it's really not. It's just a preseason game, and it's the only preseason game, and it's the Hall of Fame game. I don't know why they keep doing it, but there you go. So
Wow.
that's why we're here, because Radio Ron wanted to make it up to you guys for having such a horrible game on our radio station that he threw us
I
on
don't-
at 2
I
p.m.
don't
to
think-
try to make it up to you.
We're
Those
talking
were his
about
exact words.
throw down, throwback, throw down,
Throw
steel
up.
curtain against the vaunted Cowboys of Dallas.
Nobody
It's a
believes you.
throwback to the Super. What are you kidding me? The people out
Nobody
there are
believes
getting-
you're excited.
they're
Nobody's
getting
excited.
frothy right now. Oh my God!
Frothy?
Football is back, everybody. Football
You'd
is
have to
back.
be frothy to believe this BS you're shoving on. Yeah, forget it. We're not buying it, Randy. Not even you believe what you're trying to sell right there.
You can try to tell me that, but I know what I believe.
Fish Tank says, I'm going over on Jalen Hurts there. They are going to be behind in a ton of games, playing in the awful NFC East. So 3,600 passing yards, that's nothing in today's NFL. And don't forget, he gets an extra game to do that too. You know what? You're right. I think that's why some of these numbers on the over-under are as high as they are, because people do realize that there is an extra game. And that's why we should not take any records very seriously. Everything gets a new era. Guess what? Welcome to the new era. Blissful Hayes says 3,675. Is that how many games Carson Wentz hasn't played in his career due to injury?
Oh boy. Oh man.
Let's move on to the over-under on Daniel Jones's yards. 3,700 is the over-under. What do you guys say on that?
Phil?
I would go with the over, because if it's under, that's going to be a terrible year for the Giants.
Yeah, listen, I think Danny Dimes is going to come out this season. I think this is going to be his breakout year. I look for him to go over that amount. 3,700, that's nothing. Yeah, I think he'll be very, very far past that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the Giants are going to be the only decent team in the NFC East. Don't at me, Cowboy fans. You know how your team does. We got some more of these prop bets. It's not all just the NFL quarterbacks. There's a bunch of other stuff in there too. So we'll pick this back up when we start the real show. That's right. In mere moments, the real hour-and-a-half long daily blender before the Hall of Fame game will begin. So Mr. Pringle says, whatever the prop bet is on Kyler Murray, always take the under. Yep. It's a daily blender here on 1580 Fanatic.
AZ Preps 365 is your headquarters for all things high school sports in Arizona. Brett Quintine, James Mello, and Jose Garcia keep you up to speed with all the action, highlights, interviews, and insider information for the prep sports scene. You need to tune in to AZ Preps 365 every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. Listen, when we're all working on our shows here at The Fanatic, we're totally focused and we don't want to worry about the other things. You know, like the technology that runs our station. That's where Affinity Technology comes in. They run all our IT so we can focus on what really matters, our business and our listeners. These guys handle literally everything. If it plugs in, they work with it. They've saved us tons of money and they've kept us focused on what really matters. Affinity Technology, they can do the same for you. Go to atechaz.com. Be sure and tell them I sent you. Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100 plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer. And your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
Mortgage rates keep dropping. Whether you're looking to reduce your payments, pull cash out, or shorten your term, take advantage of District Lending's new lower rates. 15-year fixed rates as low as 1.99% APR and 30-year fixed rates as low as 2.49% APR. Call or text 480-694-7890 or check out districtlending.com/rates. That's districtlending.com/rates. NMLS 183-5285, Equal Housing Lender. Mortgage rate subject to change. This is not a commitment to lend.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Thursday here on the Daily Blender. It's 3 o'clock, and I don't know if you noticed this, but it's our second hour. Yeah, we've been on since 2 p.m. because at 4:30 we have to step aside because the Hall of Fame game is going to be on. And, yeah.
I'm not going to let you bum out, true hardened NFL fans because you say this is a worthless, meaningless game, Jeffco.
Oh, listen.
Say it with feeling, man. You'll feel better about it.
Here's what you're going to end up having. You're going to end up having some nice analysis. You're going to hear from some old familiar voices. Yeah. And it's going to be a fine broadcast. Yeah. Everything about it is going to be nice. I'm sure they're going to talk about the Hall of Fame ceremony that's coming up this weekend. Mm-hmm. And, as far as that goes, okay, yeah, it's worth a listen. But I'm just talking about how much of a piece of garbage the game is going to be.
Wow.
It's just a preseason game. And as you know, the early preseason games are heaping piles of steaming garbage.
I don't know, but this is the first one. I would imagine those who have been sitting around in the shadows shaking with all their football withdrawals. I can't wait for the NFL come back. Welcome back. And now tonight, the NFL is back, and on a primetime stage. You can hear it here on your home for the NFL, 1580, 99.3 The Fanatic. And oh my God, football is back.
We don't need a dress rehearsal. We're going to be great all season long. We're going to bring you the Thursday night, the Sunday night, the Monday night football. We'll have games during the morning on Sundays as well. We are your home for the NFL. Yes, a shload of games on the Thanksgiving,
Christmas,
all the playoffs, the Saturdays, the Sundays, you name it, we've got it. This is not even the issue, but the issue is the reality of it is that this game is going to be garbage.
I get what you're saying.
It's a preseason game, man.
I understand, but it's the crack of the pads. It's sort of like the first day of spring training for me. You know, you get out there, you hear the thwap of the baseball hitting the old leather. You hear the crack of the bat.
Yeah, but
freshly mown ball fields, players out there. Here we go. You know, beer for sale and churros in this day. Oh my God!
Spring training games are way better than a preseason game of football.
Well, I don't see a difference.
You get one good half of the pros playing in the very last preseason game, maybe. Outside of that, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. And maybe I'm wrong. Does anybody out there like the Hall of Fame game? And where can I visit you at the institution you're currently being held in? Because really, I'm going to bring by a can of baked beans and a wiffle ball bat, because that's what you bring somebody who's in a loony bin. That's what they want.
Baked beans and a wiffle ball bat?
Yeah. That's the standard thing you take to anybody who's been institutionalized.
Did not know that.
Bruno Baller says, I would think if you're a Steelers or a Cowboy fan, you're pretty excited to see some players, maybe some of the new people on the team. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Those are the only people who give 2 craps and a half about what's about to happen here and even then, your excitement's tempered because you're not going to see any of the big names. You're going to see some of the and even some of the higher draft picks won't play in this one. You know, how many times have you been excited about a new draft pick only to watch the preseason game and say, "Oh, they're not. Oh, I guess they're not doing first team on this one." Okay, well,
I unlike you, I'm just happy this is like the first game. We're breaking the seal on 2021-22 season. And it's time to play some football.
So don't get me wrong. I'm excited.
It'll be a boring ass game, but listen, it's NFL football, and I don't have to listen to anybody on the damn NBC talking about 440 meters of racing and guys jumping over a pole, or and I don't have to watch the damn regional coverage of the baseball. And football is on.
I almost am tempted to download Peacock because I'm
boy.
So if anybody else out there cares about this, let me know. Berg is on the text line, says, afternoon, guys. The blank screen on the bottom of the Zoom. Go Suns. Blank screen on the bottom of Zoom. What are you talking about?
Probably.
Because Phil is. Oh, he's dropping the kids off at the pool, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. He's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
1580. Mr. Pringle says Jeffrey's just bummed because the football game is cutting into his airtime. Oh, he is such a workaholic. Honestly, I thought we were going to get to do like an hour and a half show. It'd be nice, be easy. But Radio Ron's like, he's wise to us now, and I guess he's looking to get his money's worth. So okay. Jagdog says, Jeffrey, prop bet for you. Over under. Kyler Murray, 5'9". Under. Wait. What's wrong with that? That's a perfectly fair question, and I gave a perfectly fair answer.
No, you didn't. No, it's a football season, and I'm blowing the whistle now. Now I'm starting to call them real tight.
All right. Blissful Hayes says, what's the over-under on number of games Carson Wentz is going to play? I'd say 0.
Wow.
I think it's he's going to play. It's just not going to matter because by the time he comes back, and I don't want to talk about it. Just Tips says, good afternoon, gentlemen. I wonder if the age of bandwagon Phil's Lakers is going to lead to so much load management, players not playing, that they lose a metric load of games. I think they will sort of curate that. They're going to they got to win a certain number of games to find themselves in a place of the playoffs. They don't want to be in a play-in game like they were last year. So they probably have some formula. They'll, you probably see a fairly decent start to the season for the Lakers. They'll pile up a bunch of wins, and then suddenly people are like, oh, I have twisted my ankle. I have to sit out. And, oh, I have pulled a hamstring, an injury you cannot really truly diagnose and verify. Stuff like that's going to happen. And then you'll see less of the Lakers stars. They'll lose some games in the later season, but they'll have already won just enough to get them in there. Yeah, because they don't want to play in. Nobody wants to be the play-in.
Well, I guess it's going to be exciting to see how the Golden State Warriors play this year. It's going to be exciting to see how our Phoenix Suns rebound after this long run. It's going to be exciting to see how a healthy Utah Jazz team, all of these teams may have something to say about the Lakers and their load management pile.
Well, there's no rules against it. You can't verify nothing. Everybody knows what's happening, but in the end, you just got to have a better team. You got to have a better team. And let's face it, I don't want to say it around Phil, but even though they're older, if they stay unbeaten up, the Laker team is a better team than it was last year. It absolutely is.
I would agree.
And they are going to be a force to reckon with. But so are the Suns, so are the Jazz. So it's not going to be all Lakers this year, like Phil would have you think. But don't sleep on them. Don't do that. Thunder Snow says the idea of preseason games after no football for 5 months. Oh, that's awesome. But in reality, they do suck. Exactly.
Well, yes, they do suck. And I will give you that. But it's football. Tonight is football.
Fifth letter says, I agree with Randy. I'm just glad football's back. I ain't talking about soccer. I want some real football.
There we go.
Well, you're not going to get it tonight. Navy Brad says, afternoon, man. Nice Facebook pics. I added a rabbit to your pic. Well, that's
Thank
right.
you.
I don't know if you saw our Facebook post or not, Randy,
No.
with your internet
No.
troubles, but there is artist rendering with us as, knights. I am a king in
Well,
chainmail, and
yeah.
you're a
Uh-huh.
knight with a sword. And we made Phil a ninja because he would
What?
not fight. He wouldn't fight with honor. So he has to become a sneaky ninja. If you go to the Twitter or the Facebook thing, you'll see
All
what I'm
right.
talking about.
I'll go take a look at it at the break.
Boogie says, I've always loved the Hall of Fame game. I feel like a crackhead going through withdrawals and getting some crack on. Randy is spot on. It's bad crack, but I don't care. Boogie crack, but he don't care. Yeah, that didn't work. Fish Tank says, it sounds like Phil is already doing some load management. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah,
right now, I believe. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think that man needs some Metamucil. He's been in there a long time.
Oh.
I'm a little worried about him now. Fish Tank also says, how long until Rapesberger gets hurt, before or after Dak's other ankle? I think Dak is going to be okay. That break on his ankle is sort of a freak deal when it happened. And this is a guy who has been doing nothing but working to come back. It's funny. He's come back and he might have some other, issues he needs to work out, but strength and training will take care of that. It has nothing to do with his ankle. But Joe Burrow, everybody agrees, is just having a horrible training camp, looking really iffy. So he might just need a whole lot more time on that knee. So if you're betting anything on the Bengals, don't. Berg says load management. How about that for a new nickname for Phil? Call him load management. I don't know. Hey, Randy, since Phil's not there, I think we should fire him.
Okay.
Are you
All
okay
right.
with that? We
Yeah.
like fire. Oh, hi, Phil.
Hey, guys.
You okay? Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Just had oatmeal
yeah.
for lunch and making oatmeal punch.
Yeah, you delivered a mail on time, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good.
I've never heard that before. Mr. Pringle says, should be interesting to see how that periscope on top of Kyler Murray's helmet improves the air raid offense for the Cardinals.
No.
Didn't seem that harmful, Randy.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, you're being a little bit too hard on people.
You think so?
Yeah.
Right there says I can. Right there. See that?
I see it.
Mhm.
Just saying. Listen, I'm going to have to watch the Cardinals if I want to see good football this year, because my Colts ain't going to give it to me.
Well, now, thank you, because now the fourth dimension, all the Cardinal haters and all the ones that want to make, funny haha jokes, they're going to, if you want to see good football, you don't want to watch Cardinals.
Oh, listen, as much as I think Randy is too hard on your jokes about little Kyle Murray, I have got to admit that the Cardinals, again, they look pretty damn good. They have sort of a Lakers vibe to them, where a lot of your free agency signups have been elderly in the land of football. But to be honest, it's not bad. Your team is kind of looking pretty good there, Randy. It was a shame to lose JJ Watt. And by the way, what's the latest on that? Has there been any more updates on his possible return?
I haven't heard anything, but it's not an injury that sidelined him last year. It's not that torn bicep or that torn pectoral. This is a strain. So I'm sure he's going to take good care of himself. He's going to work on it, and he'll be back sooner rather than later. So I just hope this is not a harbinger of things to come.
By the way, I wanted to clarify something, because I don't want new listeners getting the wrong idea.
Okay. All right.
So
this is good context.
Because Phil, who doesn't know any better, doesn't know any better. So what happened was last year with the fantasy football, and Randy is a witness. I had, for the entire season, the highest point total of any team in the league. Yeah. But also the highest point total against, because what happened was it was a very bizarre, weird year. I'd put up these big numbers and I was doing great, but whoever played me, they suddenly got like a nitro boost on their team and were able to overcome my score. And it was only at the end of the season where somebody surpassed me in points for. So it's not that I'm bad at fantasy football. It wasn't that I was bad last year at fantasy football. I just had a psychotically bizarre year where everybody had their biggest games against me. So that is what happened last year with that. And to balance it out, as the world likes to do, I was psychotically good at picking the games last year. So I am hoping that the universe gives me back my fantasy football prowess. I could care less what happens to me in the pick contest, especially because last year I had the highest total, but I was ineligible to win the money. So I want somebody else to win that money fair and square. I just want to win the fantasy football. So don't forget, go to 1580thefanatic.com, sign up for the Harman Solar NFL Fan Pick'em contest. You can win $1,580 for first place or $500 for second place. And that is brought to you by our pals at Harman Solar. So anyway, and by the way, today I did spend a lot of time trying to sort out, okay, what league were you in? Okay, let me see if I can put you there. Okay, making sure I'm filling up all the spots. Now, if you have emailed and you say, hey, I want to be in the fantasy football, you're going to have to wait a minute, because I got to find out who is coming back and who isn't coming back. I want to fill up all the leagues, and then we'll start building the other leagues. So we're probably going to end up with like 15, 20 leagues this year, but I just want to make sure that we've given the original players every opportunity to get back to the league that they were playing in before. Because people like the consistency of that. And yes, this is the last time we have to worry about it, because we're not going to move platforms again. We've moved over from one platform to another. So once you're in a league, that is your league. So just got to get through this transition time.
Unless if you win your league, you are then automatically entered into the drawing.
Yes, I thought you were saying automatically put it into
the drawing to potentially join the Premier League.
Yes,
and there you can make a ramshackle mess of my fantasy football team, because that's what everybody seems to like to do.
Sure. Listen, here is the breakdown for Premier League. It's kind of a bummer because of the weirdness of COVID and all that stuff. We haven't really had chances to be out in the public and hanging out and stuff. So didn't really get to have these kinds of announcements. We haven't been able to award the trophies, but the rundown for the Premier League is as follows. And if you don't hear your team name, that means that you did not get chosen in the random drawing that we did. So here's who's in the Premier League: El Tigre, Tough Call, the Berg, The Raven Kid made it in. He won his league. Marcus Mahler's Moist won. Of course, he won the Daily Blender Premier League last year. And there's another one, but I forgot who it was because they have not activated their team yet. There's one more. God, it slips my mind. I have to go back and look at my list because I send out the invite on all the emails. So if you didn't hear your team name, I'm sorry. You are not in the Premier League. But like I said, if you win your league, you'll win $100. You'll win a little trophy and a chance to get into the Premier League.
You know,
it's not like before where everybody gets in automatically.
Until the lawyers have opened up this lawsuit, I can't really speak too much about it against the Seattle Kraken for stealing my fantasy football name. And there is ongoing legal proceedings as we
I think
speak
you've got
right
a good
now.
shot. I think you got a good shot.
So I had the damn name first. So either they're going to pay me a truckload of money, or they're going to remunerate the use of that name, and I'm going to keep it. Or I could change my name, and I think I'm going to look at some options. Now, here's one option, Jeffrey. Now, I'm thinking the Furrowed Brow.
I don't know. I don't think that really. That doesn't really say Randy White to me. You know what I mean?
Furrowed Brow.
Like my team name is Blender Baller, and you were the Kraken.
Yeah.
Furrowed Brow.
Yeah. The Furrowed Brow. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm not loving it.
Here's another one. All right. Yeah. So that we'll just put a question mark by that one. Here's a new one. Ranting Lunatic.
I like that. Or just Ranting Randy. You know, that's a good one. I like that.
Good. He's going to work the lunatic in there.
Phil, what do you usually use as a fantasy football name?
Bucket O Chicken.
Bucket of Chicken?
Yes.
That's not bad. Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Because I think it's absolutely hilarious whenever you have to tell somebody who asks, hey, how did you do in fantasy this week? Oh, I lost to Bucket of Chicken.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen often. I'm sure they
Uh.
beat a bucket of chicken.
Yeah.
Either way.
What do you think, Phil, of the Furrowed Brow?
Again, I'm actually siding here with Jeffrey. I think that you could do something more Randy White, something like Grill
Ranting
Master.
Lunatic.
Better?
Rantaholic? The
The
Rantaholics?
I don't know if the AA will let me do that. Let me see. Let me keep working on it, but there are ongoing legal proceedings against the Seattle Kraken.
Fair enough. Whatever you come up with, well, that's up to you. One of the things I want to encourage everybody who's going to play the fantasy football, I always ask this, but nobody listens. Please have your text or nickname be at least part of your team name. That way I know who the hell I'm talking about when we talk about it on the radio. It's very frustrating when I got to try to figure out who people are. That's all I'm saying. Then Pringle says, what's the name of the pick'em pool? Go to 1580thefanatic.com and you'll find it. We're doing that over on Gridiron Games, but you can get the link and the password to join in at 1580thefanatic.com. Got to take a break and we'll be back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2020 Summer Games sponsored by Hulu. Time to have great original shows and movies. Time to have Hulu Originals. Round 3 of the women's golf tournament will be underway shortly with American Nelly Korda holding the lead at 13 under par. Korda is 4 shots up after an outstanding round yesterday that saw her shoot at 9 under 62, the best round of anyone in the field and tied for the best round ever in women's Olympic golf competition. Nana Kurtz Madsen and Emily Pedersen of Denmark and Aditi Ashok of India are all tied for second at 9 under par. The first group today will tee off in about a half hour. The leader set to tee off just after 8 o'clock Eastern. And here's an updated look at the medal count going into tonight. The United States has surged way ahead of the field with 91 total medals, while China is second with 74. ROC remains third with 58. China's 34 gold medals top the chart, with the U.S. second at 29. Japan is third with 22 golds. With this Summer Games update, I'm Ryan Radke, Westwood One Sports.
How cool is this? We're flying!
I heard Only Murders in the Building was out on Hulu, and the next thing I knew, I was magically flying home to watch it. Why are you flying?
Gonna watch the new season of Wu-Tang and American Saga.
Woo!
Please note, Hulu Originals, while awesome and unmissable, will not make you fly. Sure, seeing new hits like 9 Perfect Strangers may make you feel like you're flying. This in no way infers magical powers of flight. That would be crazy, like not having Hulu. When you have to watch, you have to watch. Hulu subscription required. Visit hulu.com for plan details.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. Coming up on Friday at 1 p.m., the first NFL preseason game is coming on. We got our first look at the NFL season. Can we make any expectations off of the Hall of Fame game? Let's go around the NFL, and specifically, we'll look at the camps of teams that have new head coaches this year. We'll look forward to the Olympics as the men's basketball play for gold. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Friday, 1 p.m. on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
Hey, congratulations. You have the opportunity to hear us all the time. There is this thing called the 1580 The Fanatic Sports app. You can download it at 1580thefanatic.com or wherever you get your smartphone apps. This little beauty works like a charm too, so you never miss out on a moment of the Fanatic. And best of all, it's FREE free. Don't miss out on this offer. Get your own 1580 The Fanatic Sports app today. We are 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, your new summer home for sports.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports, coming at 4:30. Yes, you're going to have, for your ear holes, the NFL is back. Yes, Randy, pretending to be very excited about it. Me, not so much. Phil, he's just exhausted for having to put up with Big Steve for an hour. So that's where we're at with that. Yeah. Well, we know Randy's opinion.
Yeah.
I say we get Phil for the completely objective side of things. Phil.
Yes. A game will be
excited.
Yes, a game will be happening. People will play that you'll never see play for the rest of the season. Way to go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And never
so you're not excited at all, Phil, about this, the NBA? Oh, cracking the wrapper on the 2021-22 season for the NFL?
I got one thing I'm excited about, and even then it's hesitant.
Yeah.
Najee Harris will be playing throughout the entirety of the preseason, according to Mike Tomlin. And I'm interested to see him. I'm sure I'm sure he'll be out there for a series, and then I'll be out.
Must have shown up to camp a little overweight. Get out there, fatty, and let's see you work that weight off. Yeah, I can see it happening.
You know why? Go ahead.
You know why? Because this is the NFL, boys. This is where the men come to play.
No, you're wrong. Here's what this is. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, 4:30 here on 1580 The Fanatic, an XFL player preview. That's right. See all the future XFL stars play their brains out and not get into the NFL.
Oh, come on.
You seriously going to try to tell me I'm wrong?
No, I'm just saying you need to appreciate this more. That's all I'm saying. You of all people, I would thought would have appreciated at least the first quarter of this game.
Nope. Nobody that matters is going to be in this game. And maybe I'm a little grumpy. I'll give you that. Maybe I'm a little bit crusty because with my Colts, who should be a Super Bowl team, are going to be a super disaster, and I'm not going to have a fun season. So
I am sorry about that. Perhaps
maybe I should just keep my opinion to myself.
Jeffrey's Colts gone too soon.
They never even knew what hit them.
Wow.
It was an extra bone.
They barely got out of the starting gate. Barely put their pads on and whammo. Gone too soon.
I can't tell you how much I hate this. I just hate this very much.
I'm sorry, Jeffco. We're very somber with you.
Don't you have any other good team names to share with us? Can we just change the subject, please?
I mean, a ranting lunatic, I thought was a winner for sure. I thought you guys would sign off on that easy.
Well, it's a team name, so it can't be a ranting lunatic. It has to be the ranting
What about
lunatics.
Wentz wrong step?
What? Shut up,
Wentz
Phil.
wrong step.
God, we were just so going to fire you.
You can't even say it. Why would I use it?
Yeah, that's a good point. Kyle G says, I remember when Randy used to be the judge for disputes between Jeffrey and rest in peace, co-host. Randy, your team name should be the Judge or the Judges.
Hey, now that's not bad. That's not bad.
Fish
Judge,
Tank still
jury.
thinks you should be the rant.
Judge, jury, all executioner.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of name, though. I don't think it'll fit. Fifth letter says, Jeffrey, I'm still waiting on my email. I was in League 7 last year. Can I give you a new email? Yeah, send me an email. Tell me you were in League 7, and I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. Miss Pringle says, what did Jerry Jones say to the Cowboys in his pregame pep speech? Nothing. He's not even there. He doesn't even care. He's on his yacht.
Jerry's not there?
There's no way he's there. No
It's
way
Hall of
he's
Fame
there.
weekend. You know he's got to be there.
He's in the Hall of Fame. He has to be there.
He's got to be there.
He'll show up. Yeah, you can see as soon as they introduce him, the helicopter's going to come over the horizon. He's going to land. He's going to jump out of the helicopter. He's like, woo, give me my jacket. I'm out of here. I'm getting back to the boat. I got girls out there waiting for me. I can't do this. Can't deal it down. I can't give you some dumb speech. You know I'm Jerry Jones. You know the Dallas Cowboys are the best team God ever made. Woo, I'm out of here, suckers. Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame. Hey, Peyton Manning, we can show a movie on your forehead. I'm out, bitches.
That's it, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
That's how it's going to go. So
Is it an actual helicopter or is it his yacht helicoptering in?
It's a special helicopter. He lands on his yacht. Wouldn't make any sense, and everybody get wet. He's not.
It's got those big round pontoons on it.
He's not cruel, Phil.
No,
he wouldn't do
of
that.
course
He ruin everybody's hairdos and stuff. Come on now. Blissful Hayes says Randy should call his team Lord of the Rants. Well, that's not bad.
Hey,
it's not bad.
Hey, that's it. Hey, put that down here.
Navy Brad is offering that I can borrow his bunnies to protect myself from the Colts jokes. Yeah. No, I'm just going to take it.
I think I have it. I think I have the name. I swear to God, I think you're going to love this, Randy. The Gardener of Eaton.
I don't get it.
Gardner Minshew and eating.
Eating what?
I don't know. Eating grilled devices. I don't know. But it's Gardner.
Hey,
you
Randy.
love Gardner Minshew.
Well, now that Phil is done making no sense, how about the Grill Masters? Grill Masters.
See, you guys keep calling me that. I don't know that I'm a grill master. There's so many guys in the fourth dimension, so many folks out there that could out grill me.
How do you know?
I don't consider myself the grill master, but I will take that under. But the Lord of the Rants, kind of like that.
Are you going to do like a dance and like
no rants? No rants, Jeffrey. Not.
Well, I think
dance,
you should have
rants.
to do river dance to rants.
I
So
second
you're like,
that.
No.
And you're like ranting the entire
Ain't
time. You're doing that.
nobody wants to see all this get moving. No, nobody wants to
there's
see
where
all
you're
that.
wrong.
Well, Miss Kim does.
Well, that's Miss Kim.
Just saying. Papa Mike says nobody that matters is going to be in this game. That's the sort of thing when I say when Randy's not on the Daily Blender.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
So glad you're back, Papa Mike.
Straight fire.
Well, so that's the kind of person that gets ushered into early retirement. Yes, Papa Mike did retire, but he's 36. And
oh God.
Says nobody wanted him around anymore. Blissful Hayes says Jerry Jones sounds like he could be related to Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Sure, they all sound like that. Purple
Hey, man, that's a
Nurple.
dang good old deal, man. I tell you what, $100 a month, man, get them hook up, get them old dang.
I don't know.
I tell you what.
Whatnot, man, nothing but a dang old trash, man.
Yeah.
Randy
Could be.
Purple Nurple says, how about calling your team the meteorologist, like meteorologists?
Meteorologists.
Yes. That's not bad.
That's not
It's
bad.
not too bad at all.
I don't think you sound sold. I don't think you sound sold. I think that's the best one for you right there. Personally, that's my favorite so far. Fifth letter says, how about the grill iron lunatics? It's another fine
now.
name.
Here we go. Here we go.
fine
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Moist one says, instead of the Colts being thoroughbreds, they were thoroughgoods because they're bad to the bone. No. Look, well, that was actually a compliment. Are you Moist one? I didn't know you were a Colts fan. Or am I getting set up for disappointment? Bruno Baller says Randy seems to like to smoke meat a lot, so maybe he can be smoke him if he got him. Could be his team name.
Wasn't there somebody else, Jeffrey, that was smoking if you got him in one of the leagues?
You're wrong.
I think. Methinks.
Donnie says, I can't wait to get back in the Premier League. Donnie said he wanted a piece of Boogie. So I put Donnie into the league with Boogie because he's like, I want to kick his ass. So yeah, I think that league is going to be a lot of fun. What was that league? 5, 6? I can't remember which league number that was. But by the way, like we did last year, over on the Daily Blender section of the 1580thefanatic.com, I'm going to have links to where anybody who wants to can go watch how the other teams and the other leagues are doing, so that you can rag on your fellow super fan, even if you're not in their league. Boogie says, Jeffrey, if you finish last in the league, you finish last in the league. You know, I'm just saying, you can make excuses all day long if you finish last in the league. Boogie, you were second to last, so shut the hell up. Just a Tip says, pulling out of the Cardinals training facility the other day, I accidentally.
There you go. Just don't even have to share it.
That just seems unfair. You haven't let him say something. It's like you're
share your dumb story.
You're
But I've already blown the
profiling.
whistle on you. Yeah,
You're profiling Just a Tip, and I think that
I know what Just a Tip does. I mean, I love Just a Tip, but listen, I know exactly where. Well, wandering down the sideline the other day. Yeah, I know. Well, in the Cardinals store the other day, my sister and I. Yeah, I know.
Not even close. Here's what he says.
Go ahead.
Pulling out of the Cardinals training facility the other day, I accidentally bumped into Kyler Murray's SUV. I dented the fender pretty good. He stormed out of the car, kind of mad, and he said, I'm not happy. And I said, well, then which one of the dwarves are you? Huh? Well, see, I got the whistle because I did a little soft shoe to try to sell it. I don't know what all those other whistles were about, but
yeah.
Boogie
enjoyed
says,
that Just a Tip.
Donnie can't hold my fantasy jockstrap. Well, because in reality, it's a thong. Bruno Baller says, so how's that AM signal thing coming along? Last I checked, it's not coming in so good in my area. Well, I just talked to the engineer today, and it's coming along really nicely, actually. I told you guys this was going to take some time, and there's already been some improvements that you were not told about, and there's some more improvements on the way. So just hang in there, guys, and we'll have a big old party when that thing is done. It's going to be amazing. Senior Wake and Bake says, sup, Jeffrey? Randy, number 2. Hey, Phil, got the box ready for your stuff, right? You're getting fired. Get the box. Got the box? You got a box ready for your stuff, Phil?
No box.
Box? Not a box. Oh, that's right. Phil's not into boxes.
I'm a brief man.
No, hey, Phil, just so you know, in case it ever comes up, I'm not meaning you, but if anyone else suddenly gets fired and they need a box for their stuff, I got a couple of those in my office. And don't be weirded out if they say Phil on them. I'm just saying. King Kitten says there should be a fantasy football prize for finishing in last place. Guess what? There is. The fantasy football prize for finishing in last place, and you can't fake it just so you get this prize. You have to actually legitimately be trying. Will be a giant ceremonial $25 check with your name on it, and in a memo line suggesting that you use that $25 to buy some fantasy football magazines and stuff so you can learn how to not suck. And that was, I believe, the idea of Ralph from Harmon Solar. So, yes, we're going to have some fun with it this year. But don't lose on purpose just to get the giant check. We'll know if you do. Bruno Baller says, I guess we'll know when the AM signal is finished when you get people from Telluride, Colorado texting in.
Yeah, listen, there will be enough of that 50,000 watt flamethrower that'll go around. You'll hear us all over the world, probably in Venice, Italy. You'll hear us everywhere.
If we leave it on that high overnight, yes.
Yeah.
Remember when we forgot to power down at that music station? Because we were on an AM/FM combo in the 90s, and people from Nova Scotia were calling us.
Yeah, they really liked what we were doing.
Music. And you got to be careful with those things. We may have to even temper down how many of those 50,000 watts to something a little less damaging. It might be too much. Too much in some
can
tests.
There be too much of the Daily Blender? Really? Can there be?
Yeah, I'm pretty
No,
sure.
there's never enough.
I say there's probably too much.
There's
Like
no
today there's
ODing
too
on
much.
the Daily
There's
Blender.
too much. Should have only been an hour and a half of during the day. But no, here I'll give you listen. I don't know how this thing is going to turn out when it's finally said and done. But there are some tests on a lower amount of power, Randy. I was I was east of Tucson and I could hear the Fanatic coming in. So, and that was at a low power. I am super excited to see how this thing turns out when it's finished. So everybody just be patient, hang in there. And I promise that at the very least, here in the Metro Phoenix area, it's going to be stellar. Chief Skulls Burner says, afternoon, gents, on my way home from a lovely day at the office. I wish instead of the enhancements to 1580, you would just change out that horrible Barstool show. They suck. I got to start pre-reading some of these, I guess. They had nothing but nice things to say about you, Chief Skull. Kiss the Cook says, is Kyler Murray in the third year of his rookie contract? I wonder if his upcoming contract discussion will just end up being a short meeting. Wait, what was that for? I mean, why do you have to have a long meeting to sign a giant contract?
Let me go into the details here. If you are texting into this program and you mention my quarterback's name and short, whether it's a short meeting, he was a shortstop,
minuscule,
He
microscopic.
Anything like came up, he almost won the MVP, but he came up a little short. If you do any of that crap, you're going to get whistled. Okay, you're going to get whistled. He has a short temper. Yeah,
he's great in the pocket because he has
needs
short
a
memory.
damn periscope on his helmet.
No, Phil, that'd be great in the pocket because he's actual size.
How stupid would that be to have a guy out there running around with a damn periscope on his head? Can you imagine, please?
He can only throw the short slant.
I feel like that's very short-sighted because I'm talking about equipment, Randy.
Yeah. Both you guys, both you fools just got flagged on the play right there.
You don't think he would try the apparatus just to help improve? You don't think he'd want that?
No.
So for the home games, here's what you do. You get like a Madden View, those cameras that float around out?
No.
Why am I getting whistled?
No.
Hear me out.
He doesn't need any help.
No, the camera that is up there that floats around, just have it kind of over the head like the Madden view. And then you put it up on that big screen that's in the end zone. Why am I getting whistled for this?
I can see now the damn whistle doesn't work for you, so we're going to have to take more drastic actions here. I will be calling Radio Ron about this.
Yeah, call him in Vegas. See how sober he is right about now.
Hey,
go ahead. Listen, I tend to, when he's in Vegas at about this time of day, good and liquored up, here's what I do. I don't respond to his text messages, but I screenshot them for later. How do you think I've kept my job for so long, Randy? Yeah, go ahead and call him and see what you get. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hey there, you low interest rate mortgage lovers. If you have great credit and are good with your money, I guarantee you're in the wrong loan. Maybe it's time to learn what thousands in the Valley have already figured out. On a Life Changer loan, you can pay off your mortgage in under 5 years without changing one dime of your spending habit. Plus, your monthly payments are cheaper than what you pay now. It's not magic, it's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Bruce and Dale here. Remember, football is starting soon, and your exclusive home for the NFL and Super Bowl 56, The Fanatic, wants to make your business a part of the act.
Advertise your business on all the primetime NFL games during the regular season.
Your custom-produced radio commercial will air 2, even 3 times in every game.
Plus, Plus, your business is branded during dozens of weekly NFL promos on the station, stream, app, and website.
And you'll get commercials read live during our morning and afternoon drive shows.
Plus, get 5 extra daily spots throughout the week and matching spots on our live stream website and on the 1580 The Fanatic Sports app.
You can even lock your competition out of this offer with our category exclusive option plan.
All this for our best deal ever.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com for all the info and details.
Don't get a delay of game penalty.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com and get in the game today.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Because there's only one you, Vuse Alto is the vape as unique as you are. With Vuse by You, you can make your unique mix with any of 4 colors, 3 flavors, 3 nicotine levels, and infinite wrap designs. So how will you do? You. Make Vuse Alto a vape that is yours. In store now. Discover more at Vuse.com. Vuse. Charge beyond. Vapor products. Underage sale prohibited. Website and offers restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-PRO-COPY. That's 602-776-2679.
The Fanatic.
I always felt like if I didn't have to move my legs, I would be probably known as the best dancer in the land.
I believe that would be, technically speaking, it would be like a chair dancer.
Yeah. I am. Listen,
they get paid well.
I ain't trying to get into that whole Beth and
No,
Bill
that would
thing.
be, Phil, that would be a lap dancer.
Oh. No. They got to move around. Anyways.
I'm sure you're very talented, Jeffrey.
Yeah, well, no, you've seen my work. Yeah, right there. 888-368-1580. It's the Daily Blender. And okay, at 4:30, your dreams will come true. We got the Hall of Fame game for your ear holes.
Yeah.
So, it's coming up. Well, we got a lot of people on the text line with an awful lot to say. And by God, we're going to let them have that say before we move on to the next thing here. And Just Tip says, Randy, please understand.
Yeah.
I love Kyler Murray.
Uh-huh.
I had him as my quarterback on all my fantasy football teams last year.
Yes.
He's going to be a force and will be the drive behind the Cardinals winning the Super Bowl this year.
But
go Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Go
That's
ahead.
all he says.
No, go ahead and read the but. Go ahead. No, there's
moving
one.
on.
Go ahead.
There isn't. I'm moving
No,
on to the next
there's a
text,
but.
Randy.
There's always a but.
I
Go
think
ahead and read the
you're-
but.
Right now, you're the butt because he had nothing else to say.
Read the but, Jeffrey.
Well,
You're
when it
embarrassing yourself, Randy.
When it comes to Kyler Murray, it's only a little but.
Yeah,
Really,
go ahead.
Phil?
I think he gets 2 whistles for that. It wasn't even funny.
One for each
Wow.
team.
I don't even. Should I have wasted the whistle on that? Really?
I don't know. That's like more calories than it deserved.
Yeah.
Mr. Pringle says, what's the latest on Herm Edwards? If ASU is playing their football players as much as Arizona is paying their basketball players, maybe you got a shot. The latest on Herm Edwards, there not been any allegations of him paying. There was just allegations that when the COVID restrictions were there, that they violated those and brought people in for tours and stuff like that. I'd say in the grand scheme of things, on a scale of Arizona to Penn State, it's pretty low. It's not even on that same scale, but violation's a violation. And if Herm Edwards did the crime, then, well, whatever comes next, he should do the time. But it's going to be a while before we hear anything about it. Although the NCAA did come out and say, okay, we've taken a look at stuff, and we are going to have to speed things up when it comes to these investigations. These are taking way, way too long. And they have promised that they're going to start speeding up investigations into those sorts of infractions. I mean, I think they're still sitting there on Arizona's basketball scandal. So there's a lot of stuff that they got to sort through. And, as dirty as these colleges seem to be, it ain't going to go as fast as you want. They're promising to try to wrap up investigations and have determinations on things within 60 to 90 days instead of it dragging on over a year. So any improvement, it would be welcome for your college fans. 888-368-1580. Charlie Boy says, Jeffrey, if you guys get any more flags, you might get booted from the show. So watch yourself there, Radio Pal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's not going to boot me from the show. Yeah, because then he's left alone with Phil. That's why I have enjoyed a little leeway, because there's no way that Randy wants to be alone with Phil again.
Well, you did say everybody's dreams are coming true.
I could eliminate both of you from this program and do a race setup. What do you think about that?
Who's going to push the buttons, man?
Nobody.
How are you going to fire off the commercials?
I haven't figured out the damn logistics yet. All right.
Right. Well, when you do, I'll be a little more worried about it. Until then, nanny boo boo, your pants are full of poo poo. Go ahead, blow the whistle. He's like, you just wait till we get back in studio.
I'm so gonna prank you.
Bring it. Chief Skulls Burner says, did you guys see that the painting that Kyler Murray gave to Mr. Bidwell? And I want to know why all the football players look like shoulders were about half as big as their heads. I don't think this is a short joke. I think, did he really give him a painting? Send me a link so I can see what you're talking about there. Bruno Baller says, so Randy, if somebody would say at Cardinals mini camp, Kyler Murray was the only one to show up, would that get a whistle?
Mini camp, really?
He's trying. Fish Tank says, Kyler's favorite movie growing up, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Moist One says, Jeffrey, if you take last again, you got to dive headfirst into Boogie's butt cheeks and take a picture. No. Wow. How about no? I don't think Boogie would want that.
Well, hey, don't speak for Boogie. He can speak for himself. Anyways, Kyler,
I don't know. I think Boogie would kind of like that. Jeffco.
I want nothing to do with it. I'm out.
He has the heart of a champion, and that
take a long run at him,
and
kind of like one of those
and the butt of a winner.
Pole vaulters.
Only if I get to use my car.
By the way, Kyler Murray did give Michael Bidwell a portrait. It's a painting of the late Bill Bidwell, surrounded by many Cardinals greats, including.
Who painted this? Did Kyler paint it?
I don't know, but it includes Larry Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner, Aeneas Williams, Adrian Wilson, Larry Wilson, Jim Hart.
Did you just say
Send me a
Aeneas
link.
Williams?
It's
Aeneas.
Aeneas.
Not Aeneas. What's wrong with you?
Coming from the guy who says Giannis.
Guess what's on his mind. Moist One says, by the way, the Barstool Show is 10 times better than hearing Tiki Barber talk about his kinky boot performances. So, they could get worse, people. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Strong opinion.
Good point.
Senior Wake and Bake says Kyler's favorite food is short ribs and shortbread.
Oh, God.
Bamiga says, I am jazzed about preseason and NASCAR back from a 2-week break. Hiya, guys. Hi, Bamiga. How you been, man? It's been a little bit.
There you go. That'll get you cranked up right there.
Bamiga. Box Screw says Kyler's got some compact press availabilities. Berg says Kyler Murray, not short. He's a big time quarterback, probably a first or second round fantasy selection for you, Randy.
Yep.
Are you going to pick him in the fantasy football?
I'm not. I divulge nothing. You know that, Jeffrey. I divulge nothing.
Or does it feel like picking a good quarterback this year is not an easy task? I just don't have a bead on who I would be targeting. And inevitably, some moron always goes for a quarterback way too early in the draft, forcing everybody else to have to go running for one.
Now, wait. Here's the situation. If I'm number 12 again and I get 2 picks, I'm taking the best quarterback on the board, and I'm taking the best other weapon on the board. That's what I
fair.
will do if I'm number 12. And who made up these rules? You can't take a quarterback first overall.
But because here's the thing, Randy, you could get two really great wide receivers or a wide receiver and a PPR style running back and make way more points than you would with whatever quarterback you take way too early in a draft. I'd say go for the best two players and hang in there and wait till the quarterback rush starts by somebody else.
I don't know.
You know what we're going to do? This year, we're not going to have one. We're going to have two fantasy football experts on this program. Yes. There's a chance that the morning show might try to steal one from us. But right now, I'm going to tell you. First, Rosalie Michaels, she has agreed to make an appearance with us again.
Yeah.
And two, Russ Bliss. Remember Russ Bliss from the Red Zone? Back before COVID, he has said that he will also join us to talk some fantasy football. So, if you miss one and then you got the other, or you've got both. And at some point, it's just between us, I think we should pit them against each other.
Ooh.
For my enjoyment. Anyway, but so we got you covered when it comes to the fantasy football this year. So,
you could do a daily fantasy thing and each of them pick their best picks of the week.
Rosalie's working for them DraftKings.
They offer a daily draft thing where each week is a fresh roster. You can pit them against each other.
Thundar the Santa Barbarian says, hey, Randy, Rosalie made up the rule about not taking quarterbacks too early. Don't doubt her.
I don't think so. I don't think she was the one. She might have her strategy in play. Listen, I have to do something. Hell, I haven't even made it to the playoffs, and I've been playing this stupid fantasy football 3 years now.
Randy, did you not see the 11th commandment when Moses came down from Mount Sinai? On the 11th commandment, it said, "Thou shalt not take a quarterback with your first."
Sinai?
It's Mount Sinai. Thou shalt not take a quarterback with your thou first pick.
I might take a damn quarterback. If I have to pick 12th again, by the way, I might pick a quarterback and a damn kicker. What do you think of that?
So you're going to be mad at my deceased dog for picking your name 12th this year? Is that what you're going to do?
No, I don't think your dog picked me 12. Last year, I think I picked 6.
We saw the Cheerios. So, I think Boogie was number 12 last year.
Yeah, he was number 12. Yeah.
How remember because you that
you went on and on. Well, listen. Cecil could be in play. If I could just get him up from his naps. Yeah, maybe.
I like to. Phil had an idea the other day. But I don't know if you were here. Involved me and 12 Oreos. So here's what we do. We have my wife like on a whiteboard write the numbers in just like sort of out of order, and then cover those numbers with the Oreos, and then whatever pattern I eat the Oreos, that will end up being the numerical order of
I like that.
Who gets what.
I see, but here's the difference between Phil and I. 12 shots. And you start with shot number 1 wherever you want in this grid here.
It'd have to be a cloudy shot though, or else you could see the number underneath.
And then you at the bottom of the glass is the number. But it's not facing up towards you. It's on the bottom of the glass. The only way you can see it. Bring, there it is, and that would be official right there.
I wonder if I think I might have 12 shots.
Shot
glasses.
America. You are
liking it. One of those two. One, my wife might allow. The other, not sure. But you know what? She leaves the house occasionally. So just saying. Liking it. 888-368-1580. Jagdog says, short message for you people. Kyler Murray. Purple Nurple says, Kyler Murray is not tall.
That doesn't even deserve a whistle.
Now he throws a challenge flag for that whistle because it's a fact. He wants to challenge that ruling.
Yeah, challenge denied.
But it is a fact, Randy.
Challenge denied.
It costs him a timeout. That's the rules.
Sorry, Purple Nurple, you've lost a timeout. Ken Kenton says, before the Olympics, NBC 12 News boosted their signal with a new antenna on South Mountain, and now they are crystal clear. And this just came from King of Kittens, the only person in the world who's actually still using an antenna on their TV. Papa Mike says, hey, guys, I'm in Vegas. Hey, tell us where Radio Ron is, and I'll get him sauced up. Then I'll have him deal with Jeffrey.
Radio
Don't
Ron
mind
is
your own
all
business.
over Vegas. He is everywhere, yet he's nowhere.
Don't look for him. He'll find you.
No,
Blissel Hayes says, I think Mr. Pringle's idea for the inebriated Cardinals GM Steve Keim to draft the step stool to help Kyler Murray in the pocket, that is legit as an idea. Okay. SOL says, second best. I don't know what he's talking about. Your texts, not even close to second best. Skoll says, I got tickets to the first home game for the Cardinals. I need recommendations for the binoculars so I can actually see Kyler Murray. Moist one says, no fake chow. Don't know what that means.
And somewhere doors opened.
I had no idea.
In a cornfield in Iowa.
Yeah. Boogie says, for the record, I finished third to last year. No, I don't think so. I have to go back and look at that, but I don't think so. And I didn't finish last then. I think on those standings, I was second to last and still not proud. Chief Skulls Burner, thank you for the pictures, and I have no idea what they are. Oh, that's the picture that Kyler Murray painted. Okay, yeah. We'll be back for another half hour after this.
Among successful enterprises, there's one key factor that drives profitability.
We'll have it for you in the next 3 days.
Reputation. What do you do if just hours before delivery, the electrical grid that powers your office is taken out? If you already have generator backup, you make that deadline.
Emergency power you can control. Gentech is a nationwide leader in power generation sales, rentals, and services. Headquartered right here in Arizona with 24/7 emergency response. Gentech is a full-service power generation company specializing in gaseous and diesel generators. Gentech also provides solutions for the rental industry and power distribution. We've all experienced it. The grid will go down. Be prepared. Call Gentech at 800-625-8324. That's 800-625-8324. Or go to gentechusa.com. That's Gentech, Gentech, 800-625-8324.
These last few months have reinforced just how unpredictable the world is increasingly becoming. Right now, we're seeing market highs in the face of economic lows. Professional investors are wisely positioning their portfolios to protect against possible market downturns while still benefiting from the current bull market. So should you. Register for Online Trading Academy's complimentary 3-hour class, Protection from the Election. This new class will explore strategies to protect wealth from instability and capture profits during both bull and bear cycles. Call 844-877-2337 to reserve your complimentary seat in Protection from the Election. Space is limited and all COVID safety measures will be followed. Classes are available in Scottsdale, Chandler, or Peoria. Call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996. Again, call 844-877-2337 or text OTA to 31996.
Hi, this is Bruce Jacobs from my friends and former employers at ProCopy. For over 20 years, ProCopy has provided Arizona companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Ricoh. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602-ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix, 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
Bill was confused because the bong third hour didn't play.
Ew.
So I had to help
see.
him out.
Yeah, because it's only 4 o'clock. It's not 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is the third hour. So what you basically had here was bonus hour at 2 p.m. Regular show start at 3. Now second hour at 4. There will be no third hour today.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 888-368-1580. That is the text line, and this is the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. We got Phil there pushing the buttons, and, of course, we're all broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studio in Scottsdale. And yeah, I guess it's a stepping stone to the real deal. It's not the real deal. It's preseason, and that starts tonight with the Hall of Fame game, and the Cowboys are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, or at least the fourth string. And as I said earlier, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Well,
and that's my analysis on my piece of paper right there, as you can see on the camera.
You can't really say that, though, Jeff, because I care and Boogie cares.
You don't really care. You're just saying that. And Boogie is a filthy liar. 888-368-1580. You know it's true. Come on. You know it's true.
He's not. He is a champion. Boogie has followed through on paying back his fantasy football debt to you.
Oh, no, I'll give him that.
Every Friday, he shows up with another picture.
Yes, he does.
Quality pictures, not just half-assing it. He
does.
Looks for the location, and then he puts on the shirt. Jeffrey O'Brien's better than me and everything. And he is giving you a plethora of pictures.
Yeah. In fact, I want to announce something right now about those pictures.
Does that come to an end tonight, by the way?
No, because regular season, not tonight, regular season.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
We are going to make a calendar out of the best of the Boogie pictures. It will
no kidding.
A calendar where you can hang on your wall, and each month you will see one of the 12 best Boogie pictures of him paying off that fantasy football bet. And we're going to sell it, and the proceeds will go to Arizona Sports Angels. That is
that's fantastic.
And of course, Boogie. Maybe I should have talked to him about it first, but he has no say anyways, because all those photographs are now property of me. So, he signed a thing, and he thought he was signing for a package that when I sent him that picture that says Jeffrey O'Brien is better than me and everything on the T-shirt.
But you realize a legal document.
It was also a legal document where he signed away his rights to the photos that he would send in.
All right.
So we're going to make his calendar out of it, and there's a damn thing Boogie can do about it.
I think Boogie wouldn't have a problem with it, even if.
Knowing Boogie, he probably will have a problem with it, just to spite me, because that's his entire existence. Sometimes is just an attempt to spite me.
Wait a minute, he's part owner of a kangaroo with you.
Listen, Boogie's my pal. I love Boogie, but when it comes to fantasy football, he's an evil son of a bitch. I told you right now, he's an evil son of a bitch.
Spite you.
Yes. Yeah, the very one of those the first draft we did live, he came over and he purposely distracted me, and that's why on his golden blender he will have an asterisk on it.
Oh boy!
And, so it's all fun and games.
Was Boogie wearing a hula skirt and tingles on his nipples?
No.
I mean, how did he distract you?
Excuse me.
Shut up, Phil. So what if he was? Anyway, Boogie's a great guy. I love Boogie, but when it's fantasy football time, the gloves are off. No friends in the fantasy football land when it comes to Boogie. So, I respect Boogie. I do, but I'll be damned if he's like, what calendar? I'm not a piece of meat, Jeffrey. You're exactly that, Boogie. You're exactly that. You're a fine piece of man meat. And if I want to put that picture in a calendar, I'm going to do it. And a damn thing you can do about it.
Well, I guess, Jeffrey, then you become the grill master.
I am grilling up some Boogie for everybody to enjoy. Let's see here. Lost Toby. No.
Oh.
Diamondbacks just blew a 4-run lead in the 9th.
You can't be serious.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, they did. 5-4 at the top of the 10. Giants.
Hey, Large Marge has a good idea for your team name, Randy. Rando Commandos. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That should be it. The Rando Commandos.
Well, that's
Rando
not factual, though. It
Commandos.
should be the Randy Tidy Whites.
Okay, shut up, Phil. That's horrible.
Tidy Whites.
Your team should be called the Skid Marks. All right. So wait, Randy, what's wrong with Rando's Commandos?
Well, I was kind of like in Grill Iron Lunatics or what's this other one? Meteorologists.
Meteorologists, yeah, it's not too bad. Then Large Marge goes on to say, do you think Sean McVay has a defensive package for the Cardinals called Get Shorty? That was one of the better ones, though. You got to give him credit.
No.
Just the Tip says, serious question. The top 5 quarterbacks in most rankings are predicted to make way more fantasy points than the top 5 running backs. So what is the reasoning for getting a running back before a quarterback? Well, here's the thing. It's not even just a running back. What I'm talking about, and if you listen to what I said, Just the Tip, what I said was the best wide receiver you can get, and then maybe a running back that has high PPR value. If you got 2 wide receivers that will do better than a running back in the PPR, or the best running backs in PPR are gone, then stick with the wide receivers. But your first 2 picks in any draft should not include a quarterback.
Well, the reason why mostly is because the difference between the top tier quarterbacks and, let's say, run of the mill quarterbacks is actually that's not as far of a dump off as it is for running backs, for the top run of the mill 3-back down bell cow running backs, to the Melvin Gordons, to the Chase Edmonds, James Conner, where they're sharing a backfield. The difference between those are so vast that's why you are supposed to go get a running back, unless it's a Travis Kelce, where at tight end position, he's such a constant that you're going to consistently get points out of the tight end position that you can count on, which is so valuable.
I wonder how he's going to do this year. I feel like Travis Kelce might be on the downward.
He's getting up there in age. He's about 32 this year, but he's been a model of consistency. I believe he's only missed 2 games within the past 5 years, and one of those was because they locked everything up.
Baby Got Dak says, awesome. I miss Russ Bliss. Randy, taking a running quarterback with your second pick is not terrible in PPR. A running quarterback on a second pick, Baby Got Dak? I have to disagree. I have to disagree quite a bit. Because here's why. The running quarterback is way more prone to get injured, and then you lose that prime piece of real estate. You should always go for somebody who's get you some numbers catching the ball, my friend. Thundar Sam Barbarian says Randy has a short fuse for anyone who refers to his quarterback as short. Kyler Murray stands tall, is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yep.
Blow that whistle on haters, Randy. You blow that whistle.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Says, by the way, Kyler Murray is very talented. And Jeffrey, don't add anything to this text that'll get me in trouble with Randy. I wouldn't do that to you, Thundar. Moist One says, I got it. Find the longest toy in Castle Megastore, and we all take it.
What?
No, God, I can't even read.
What?
Nope. Can't read the rest of it.
The hell?
Moist One. Skull says, what's old and short but never gets old? Kyler Murray short jokes. Kyle G says, I was going to make a Kyler Murray short joke to make Randy mad, but instead I'll just say nothing at all, and I'll mind my own business.
Hey, thank you.
Fish Tank says, guys, I've bought 3 new bowling balls in the last 2 months. Occasionally, women still talk to me. Yeah, it can be done. Living the dream.
No kidding. Wow, good for you.
So now we know who we're going to grab if we ever do a bowling thing.
Well, you know, I didn't want to cause. No, I won't say anything.
What?
I can't say. I don't want to cause any problems here.
What? Just what? Come on, don't do that. You can't do that. You know what? You can't do that to me.
All right. Well, I know that the morning show, Dale and Bruce and the Chief, they were talking about bowling the other day.
Okay.
And Dale has proclaimed himself as the greatest bowler of all time. And then Bruce and Dale were in a heated exchange.
Does he long snap the ball? I got a different technique. Right through the legs.
Now, the thought was they would have a bowl off to see who the better bowler was. Dale, of course, saying that he would, no matter what the score is, whatever Bruce puts up, Dale will best his score by at least one point, if not more. And suddenly, after this flurry of back and forth, all of a sudden came up, well, I will challenge you to this, and we could have like all the proceeds will go to a charity, and I would love that. And then Chief jumps in and chimes in and says, well, why don't we bowl against the Daily Blender? Those guys can't do anything.
First off, the fact they're talking about bowling, just, that's about as interesting as that show gets. I really struggle to care. I do.
Hey,
I
Jeffrey,
really
remember, Ron loves bowling.
Well, no, I mean, if we were going to do a bowling thing, and I've done that in the past with the show, we'll bring in Radio Ron. He'll be our ringer, or maybe Fish Tank or something like that. It's nothing against bowling. It's just, there can't be a rivalry when one side of it doesn't know you exist. So sorry, guys, not interested. Bruno Baller says, Randy, once you say you don't want to cause a lot of problems, right there, you probably already caused a lot of problems.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Baby Got Dak says, Jeffrey, too many committees for 2021 running backs. Going to be tougher to find a back you can rely on week in and week out. Well, another good reason to make sure you've got nothing but great wide receivers. I mean, if everybody's going to be struggling with that, if you can't get yourself a hand on a really good running back, don't sacrifice points from a good wide receiver or tight end just because you want to beat the gold rush for a running back. There's only 2 or maybe 3 running backs that you should even cross the street for early. Jagdog says, I got a 201 average, Randy. I will bowl those morning posers into the ground.
Well, there you go. I mean, the gauntlet has not been thrown down on our side. However, I did want to inform Jeffrey that there has been a challenge issued. And as men, I think we should get good and liquored up and take these morning show guys to task.
Kind of like when kindergartners challenge the varsity football team to something.
What is your
nothing? Probably nothing we should concern ourselves with.
What is your average?
My
what
average?
Is your average? Yeah,
I averagely don't give a crap. That's my average.
Phil, what is your
above,
average? On
I'm
the
above average.
Oh, geez, we're in real trouble here, man.
Chief Skulls Burner says, is Fish Tank secretly Radio Ron? Fish Tank likes to drink, and now he likes bowling. I see a pattern there. No, actually, we have seen video of Fish Tank and his gal pal. So we know that, and Fish Tank has done some songs and stuff for us. So we have confirmed they are not the same person. Bob Schwersky says, hey, Randy, how about you call your team White Lightning? For Randy White and the Lightning. He's writing it down. He's writing it down. Just a tip. No, I just can't anymore. Moist One says, already hearing a lot of strategies I expect from bottom feeders. I don't know what he's talking about. Ukla the Mock says, don't worry, Randy. At least your quarterback will play this year, whereas Mr. Wentz and Phil's whoever on the Broncos won't even matter.
Now I can't.
For the record, I'm not making any short jokes. Because that ain't fair.
Jeffrey's not beating me up over Kyler Murray. He's just reading the text.
Yeah. Bamiga says, hey, the AM is now coming on in Glendale, and it was gone for a moment, but boy, now it's better than before. Ooh, I wonder if they did a thing. I wonder if they did a new thing.
Could be.
Phil's stats are spot on, says Bamiga. I say we keep them.
Well, thank you.
Got a fan.
I'm careful. Napa Bob died. My last couple fans don't have a good track record.
Oh, he didn't die. He faked it, so I blocked him.
Did we confirm that?
No, yeah, I just blocked him on. No, he did. He texted in and says, it was me, just kidding. So I was like, boop, block. Listen, we care too much about the super fans and the fourth dimension, the people listening to the show. And if you go on there and start telling us somebody died, well, we start to believe it and we feel horrible. You guys are like family to us. So this jackhole is sitting there playing around with something stupid like that. Boop, problem solved. You guys have no idea how easy it is for me to block people on Twitter and on the text line. Don't even care. I have no conscience about these things. Ask around. Good Cat says, no third hour. Damn it, Phil. What the hell did you do? And I sure hope the last Boogie picture. Okay, I can't read that.
Trust me, it wasn't me. If it was up to me, we would be bowling right now.
Boogie thinks your team name should be At Least I Beat Boogie Once.
At least I beat Boogie once.
Yeah, I guess you beat Boogie once. I have not beat Boogie.
News to me.
Well, he was so briefly in the Premier League. I didn't have. SOL says, can we have a calendar that every month all you see is big sign says, shut up, Phil?
Good.
Yes, I could probably make that happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please. Let's
Berg
put that
says,
at the top of the list.
Shut up, Phil.
Thank you.
Kiss the Cook says, Diamondbacks have a great reputation for blowing it, don't they? They do these days. Blissful Hayes says, are the NASCAR drivers bowling on the track this weekend instead of racing cars, what's going on here? The bowling.
That's the sponsor of the Watkins Glen road race this weekend up in Watkins Glen, New York, upstate New York. It's just the sponsor. It means nothing about the player or the drivers actually bowling.
It means everything to some of us.
Well, they will not be bowling. They will be racing on Sunday, live from Watkins Glen,
Kentucky.
No, that's up in upstate New York. Beautiful part of the country.
Sounds like a Kentucky thing, to be honest.
No. It's New York. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine, sure. All right. Well, sorry, Blissful Hayes. I was with you. I thought the same thing. So whatever. Hey, let's take our break now. Can we do that? Let's just take the break now so we come back and we'll finish it up before the astounding, amazing, it, you love it, you can't live without it, Hall of Fame game coming up at 4:30 here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right, guys, come on back. It's Daily Blender, blah, blah, blah.
Come on. The Fanatic.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2020 Summer Games sponsored by Wrangler. Wrangler has all the latest denim styles and trends. Find yours at Wrangler.com. The U.S. women's basketball team will look to secure their spot in the gold medal game just after midnight tonight as they take on Serbia. After getting a scare from France in the final game of pool play, the U.S. cruised by Australia in the quarterfinals 79-55. This is just the second time the Americans and Serbians will meet in Olympic competition. The other came back in Rio, a 110-84 U.S. win in the preliminaries. Overall, the United States has won 53 straight contests in the Summer Games. And the U.S. men's basketball team is on their way to the gold medal game after a 97-78 win over Australia in the semis. Kevin Durant scored 23 points and Devin Booker added 20 to push the Americans into the final. They'll face France for the gold, the team that beat them in their Tokyo opener by a score of 83-76. With this Summer Games update, I'm Ryan Radke, Westwood One Sports.
This is ATG by Wrangler. Before your next adventure, you better check your gear. UV protection, water repellent fabric, durable comfort stretch, check. ATG by Wrangler. Gear that doesn't compromise. Shop Wrangler.com.
Research shows that people remember radio ads with British accents. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need, take it from a Brit.
Oi, balmy insurance blokes fetching dosh out your pocket. It's balmy. Liberty Mutual won't leave you skint, mate.
Can you just say Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need?
I think that's what I said, you blooming.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Wrangler is made for those moments when your heart says go and you follow it beyond what's expected. Because when the heart calls, you've got to be ready in jeans that are made to move and built to last. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Views Alto is the vape as unique as the back roads you ride. With Views by You, you can choose from 4 colors, 3 flavors, 3 nicotine levels, and infinite wrap designs. Make Views Alto a vape that is yours. In store now. Discover more at Views.com. Views, charge beyond. Vapor products, underage sale prohibited. Website and offers restricted to age 21 and over tobacco consumers.
Contractors need bonds, and the professionals at Constructors Bonding have been Arizona's leading surety management team for 40 years. We don't just deliver bonds, we make your bonding better. As the #1 producer with 14 markets, Constructors Bonding has the relationships and expertise to get you better capacity, better rates, and better terms. For better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. And after hearing about all the success these other guys have had here at the radio station with Valley Medical Weight Loss, I finally joined in, and man, am I glad I did. I'm already seeing results. What's great about Valley Medical Weight Loss is how easy they make it to lose weight at any one of their 3 Valley locations, and they help you customize a plan that works for your lifestyle and, more importantly, your wallet. Get with them today and see what program works best for you. Mention Fanatic, you'll get your first week free. Check them out at valleymedicalweightloss.com.
We're on a mission to connect every Arizona service member, veteran, and their families to the support and resources they deserve to make sure that there are no barriers to the benefits and services earned through service to our country. Find out how we can assist you in Arizona. Visit connectveterans.org or call 866-4AZ-VETS right now to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, the Arizona Department of Veteran Services, and Arizona's Be Connected partners.
It's summer in Arizona, and your summer home for sports has you covered. Don't miss a minute of action from the Arizona Rattlers. Listen to all their home games live on the Fanatic. NASCAR is full throttle. Find out how the season begins to unfold when you hear NASCAR racing live. The NFL ramps up for the 2021-22 season. Get all the updates and info on your home for the NFL in the Valley. It's summertime, and the Fanatic is your summer home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Also at 95.9 FM in the East Valley.
David Glenner here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. Boogie's upset. Boogie is upset that I have announced that there will be a Boogie calendar on sale for charity. He says you can't make a calendar, Jeffrey. You take way too many days off. That's weak. You do this and your days are numbered. If I make a calendar, my days are numbered, huh, Boogie?
Wow.
I don't think about that. 888-368-1580. I got the paper. I got the signature. You can try to sue me if you want, but you'll lose. And by the way, you will look so bad in the media when it happens, you'll probably lose your job over it. So if I were you, I would just lean into it. You know what I'm saying? I think be a part of it. And think about those last few pictures that you're going to take before the regular season starts and really make them count. Make it good. Make it something special for the calendar.
Embrace this.
Or you could be a whiny little bitch and sue. Go ahead. See what happens. Thundar Sam Barbarian says, hey, Randy, why is Jeffrey scared of bowling against the morning show? Is it somehow connected to that radio station the two of you got fired from that time? Okay, first off, I was never fired. I quit. Randy got fired. And second, I'm not scared. Story.
Yeah.
I don't care enough. I mean...
Yeah, I don't think. Jeffrey did not say he cared. He just doesn't, or he's not scared. He just doesn't care.
You know, it's funny because if you want to go to your strengths and all right, if Mr. Hillbilly Heroin, Chief decides that he wants to talk some crap, how about we play Scrabble? Let's have a Scrabble competition and see what happens. And by the way, Scrabble rules don't allow 90% of his vocabulary. So. You know, and I think Bruce would be a formidable competitor. Dale. Yeah. Anyways, Bruce would be a formidable competitor. And, how about that? Listen.
I say we take him on in bowling. I have no problem with that. I think it would be fun.
Personally, I'm all for Scrabble.
All right. If you want to bowl them, we'll bowl them. But, I'm not that good of a bowler, I'll be honest. Although it's weird. Remember we used to do remotes to that music station and we have the Cosmic Bowling. And I went out there and did a couple of remotes at night. And I walked out there and I just lied through my teeth. I says, I will bowl a strike for anyone who needs one. And to be honest, I was just trying to meet girls. But anyways, and so then they're like, oh, Jeffrey, come over here. And I walked over. Strike. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, what happened? It was a fluke. And so all night long, I'm throwing strikes, probably by walking up the different lanes. I must have thrown a 300 game just by doing that. It was in my head. I'm like, this can't be happening.
13 strikes in a row.
And there was no bumpers in the gutter. I mean, I legitimately was throwing them. It was just this false confidence that I put out there. And I went over and sat down, and I was just like, I will never be able to do that again. And guess what? I was right. So deep inside me is the heart of a champion bowler. I just don't know how to tap into it. Don't know how to tap into it. My average score is going to be about 130 to 150. I am not very good at bowling.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good score.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a good score?
Yeah. 130, 150. That's a good score.
Oh, all right.
It's good
In that
average.
case, let's go kick their asses. Bruno Baller says, does Randy or Jeffrey remember when you went bowling, you had to have a card to keep your own score, and now it's all electronic?
Yeah.
It's always been up on at least a screen since I was ever bowling.
No, I remember the cards. I remember then they went to the overheads and they gave you like a grease pencil. You had to make your own score as you went along.
Like you're a teacher with the overhead projector thing. Yeah.
Right.
Rough Rob says, bowling everyone, someone rolls a gutter ball, takes a shot. Oh, well, that'll make it interesting. So if anybody rolls a gutter ball, then your team has to take a shot. I like that idea. Lost Toby says, Bruce would find a way to yell through Scrabble. Well, here's the thing. We'd play, then he's like, oh, do you want me to put the letters back in the bag? No. Those got to get dipped in something. They got to be, we got to probably get the spittle off of all of them. Thanks, Bruce. Senior Wake and Bake says, Phil, can you see your image in a mirror? You vampire jackass. What the hell? Why? Where did that come from?
I mean, I do stay up all night, but vampire.
Good Cat says, Boogie should have one picture of himself on the crapper flipping off the camera. Somebody else says there should be one of him. I think Moiswin said that he should have one taking a leak. Listen, of course I'm not going to use that picture. Or am I? Blissful Hayes says, so they're bowling at the same time they're driving. Oh, see, that's even better. Like kind of like when you play polo on a horse. They drive, but when their left hand out the window, they got to roll a ball, and they're like bowling pins in the pit.
I see.
I like your thinking, Blissful Hayes. Just the Tip says, thanks, Phil. I've wondered why running backs before quarterbacks. Now I know why. Chief Skulls Burner says, after reading about Kirk Cousins being unvaccinated, but willing to abide by the NFL rules for an unvaccinated player, I used to think he was a smart individual. Now I decided to ship them over to Green Bay. That's what they should do. Here's the thing. I've always said this, and this has nothing to do with his vaccination stuff. The word that always came to my mind when I'd see Kirk Cousins in an interview, and a lot of times in some of his play choices, was bimbo. He just seems like a bimbo. Nice guy, but a bimbo, a male bimbo. Kiss the Cook says, bowling for dollars. What a great way to raise money for the foundation there. Yeah, for the Arizona Sports Angels. Beating the KF&N out of Bruce Jacobs. What is the KF&N? Augie says, hey, Randy, how about calling the team I love Pink Meat Tacos? Yeah, no, Augie, I don't think that's no. Thundar Santa Barbarian says, remember the scene in Star Wars where Han Solo told the droids, let the Wookiee win? Jeffrey, let Dale win. Dales have been known to rip people's arms out of their sockets when they lose a Scrabble.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. I won't play against him. So it'll be me versus Bruce. It will be Dale versus Randy. It'll be Phil versus Jason. I mean, Chief. So, and on that Scrabble, I do believe it would be a shutout. I really do.
Yeah.
Oregon says a 300 is 12 strikes. I bowled in college, 190 average, 130 to 150. That's not bad. Okay. Lost Toby says, how do I get in on the fantasy football? Oh my God. Send me an email, Lost Toby, blender at 1580thefanatic.com and do it because, oh my God, we got money on it this year. So get on in there, everybody. All right, that's it for us. It's 4:30 and it's time to start the Westwood One broadcast of the Hall of Fame game. Back in your radios again tomorrow at the normal time at 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Bye-bye.
Your exclusive home for the NFL and Super Bowl 56. Super Bowl 56.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.